What day is this, Tanner? Monday. This is Monday's live Facebook record sale. When you are on and watching, be sure to let us know. Sorry for the late start. You can blame that on me. I've been home from Dallas for a while, but I've been mostly sleeping so I could be very well rested for tonight, and more importantly, well rested for the rest of the week. So let's see who's the first on. Hadn't had any comments yet. Let's start getting this shared and pinned and posted. Jason Kenton, welcome, Jason. Are we live on Facebook right now? I hope so. Let's see here. Let's go here. Let's go group. There we are. We're on Facebook. Waiting for Facebook comments. I hope they're showing up. There they are. Ryan Anderson's on. Let's see. Let's do a whole lot of records and a couple other groups I share too. Alrighty. You just woke me up. Good. Can't find it on Facebook. Check it now. I see people on Facebook now, but see if you have any luck. I just shared it in the group too. I just shared it in the group as well. Let's see here. Alright, so I've got it shared on YouTube, or I've got it shared on Facebook. Let's share on YouTube. Share, copy link, and here, and let's get it shared on our story as I promised. Is there sound? There should be. There should be sound. Okay, chat, I'm ready to go. Now, let me do one more thing. I need to get my other phone and go ahead and plug it up because it's about dead and I may need it. So welcome everybody. Let me get back over here to the bridge. That's what they call it on Star Trek. The bridge. Okay. The Kiss Pez has not sold. All right, now. First, I want to apologize for missing a few days. I was out of town at a concert, and I'm also going to apologize because I'm here selling records, and I kind of know what we have tonight, but I also really don't know what we have because I haven't been here for less than an hour, or less than, yeah, I guess less than an hour, less than 30 minutes. And I've mostly been talking to Tanner and Paul. So the first thing I'm going to do is start showing you some vintage LPs. And then I'm going to start trying to really figure out what we're going to show the rest of the night. I know this. We do have some great vintage LPs. We do have some great vintage LPs. And 45s. And Kiss Pez. And other stuff. And I'm going to try to figure out what those are as soon as I can get to them here. I'm trying to find this first crate of vintage check condition. I did see some pretty interesting looking stuff here. Yep, let's do this bin of check condition stuff first. Looks like some great titles. And let's go through this right here. Okay, sound on both Facebook and YouTube. How much Metallica merch did you buy? Quite a bit. I was about to start buying stuff to resell, but I bought a few things to resell, but mostly stuff for me. I got a free Metallica Yeti. They're pretty expensive right now on eBay. So, Sean, yes, the second night sound was better. The first night sound, that sounded like the mix was a little off for just a second. So, who is this guy? My name is Chad Williams. Texas heat was brutal. Texas heat was brutal. So, all right, first thing, let's do the Kiss Pez. Let's start an auction right off the bat. This is Kiss limited edition Pez, it says. Looks like it's new in the collector tin. That's a $15 start. Kiss Pez, new $15 start. $15 start. Yep, brutal heat outside, 115 degrees. Having to wait in line for general admission, even early access. But we have a bid on Kiss already. Let's go. Let's start with any new vinyl. Did we have any new vinyl? I don't think there is, really, is there? No, Tanner says none came in, and not only that, if it's so, I really haven't had time to get any ready. So, no new vinyl. We've got vintage. I've got auctions, etc., etc. So, let's show our first crate of new vintage arrivals. Tanner said he would work on any invoice corrections tonight. I haven't been here in like 4 days, so I'm like just getting back my bearings. Van Morrison, A Sense of Wonder, VG Plus $24.99. VG Plus $24.99. Van Morrison, A Sense of Wonder. Holly in the Hills, Buddy Holly. That's a VG copy, $24.99. That is on the Coral Rainbow label. VG copy, Holly in the Hills, Buddy Holly. That's a VG copy for $24.99. Stories, a VG copy. I believe Stories was on the Karma Sutra label. Kama Sutra. Yes, that's a VG copy for $9.99. Kind of like a top loader gatefold. Ted Nugent and the Amboy Dukes, Survival of the Fittest Live, VG Plus condition, $17.99. By the way, we have an auction going on for the Kiss Pez dispensers. Looks like Trey Mendenhall is the high bidder at 17. High bidder at 17. And wipe the windows, check the oil, dollar gas. That's a VG copy, $14.99. VG copy, $14.99. Wipe the windows, check the oil, dollar gas. That is the Allman Brothers Band. VG copy, $14.99. Ozzy, Speak of the Devil. This will probably be an instant seller. It's a VG copy for $39.99. It's a 1982 Carrollton press. And this is Ozzy, Speak of the Devil. That's a VG copy for $39.99. Sold to Martin Pryor. I had a feeling that might be our first sell of the night. That's sold to Martin Pryor. Big Hits, High Tide and Green Grass, The Rolling Stones. That's an EX copy for $29.99. Blue London stereo label, EX condition, $29.99. And ELO on the third day. ELO is a VG Plus for $12.99. ELO on the third day. That's a VG Plus, $12.99. The Greatest Ray Charles is VG Plus, $14.99. I don't know if I've seen that one with that cover. The Greatest Ray Charles, that's a VG cover and VG Plus vinyl, $14.99. All right, let me go through the comments again. We have Kiss 15, Kiss 17. How was Pantera? Pantera, that's the first time I'd seen Pantera live, obviously, and of course, Zakk Wylde on guitar, lead vocalist from Cowboys from Hell On, of course, this reunion concert, and they were obviously behind Metallica, the second most impressive band I've seen. I was really impressed with Pantera. That was an incredible live act to see. Kiss is at 20, Kiss is at 20, Kiss is at 22. Martin Pryor got Ozzy. Shane Devers, you were second. Pez is at 21. Now it's at 25. Now 28 with Pete Weisgarber. Kelly Bagwell wants the Allman Brothers. That's sold to Kelly Bagwell. Now the Pez dispenser is at 30. Now 35. And Santana Inner Secrets is the next record in here. That's EX for $17.99. And we have the Clash, Black Market Clash. That's a VG copy for $19.99. The Clash, Black Market Clash. All right, I've got some 45s to auction. Paul told me we had some amazing 45s the last couple of days I've been gone, and he's brought us another stack. And the first one is Depeche Mode. People Are People. Depeche Mode is a $10 start. Depeche Mode, People Are People. Near mint, super nice vinyl in the original picture sleeve. Nothing wrong with it at all. That's a $10 start for Depeche Mode. People Are People. That is now up for bid. All right, Kiss was at 30-35. We have Cynthia Herdren on The Clash, and we have Jetstream on Santana. Is that a new buyer, Tanner, or is that somebody I've missed the last couple nights? Okay, Jetstream, I'm going to say Santana. Also, Tanner just told me that you are new, but you bought last week, but we just sent you an email. We still need your mailing address. We still need your mailing address on that. The Impressions, People Get Ready. This is a VG Plus $29.99. The Impressions, People Get Ready. VG Plus condition, $29.99. Also, the Eagles, their greatest hits. That's a VG Plus for $24.99. The Eagles' greatest hits, that's a VG Plus $24.99. And Black Sabbath, We Sold Our Soul for Rock and Roll, just $29.99. What I'm liking about this one is the cover's pretty nice. That's a VG copy for $29.99. That is, We Sold Our Soul for Rock and Roll. VG copy, 2LP Black Sabbath, $29.99. That's like a Black Sabbath hits compilation. If you're not familiar with that, that's a VG copy for $29.99. David Bowie, Ziggy Stardust. This is a VG Plus $24.99. That's on the Tan RCA label. Tan RCA label on that. VG Plus condition, $24.99. And Rush, Moving Pictures. Oh my gosh, what 3 great albums in a row. VG Plus $24.99 for that. That is a club copy. VG Plus $24.99. $24.99. So Pete Weisgarber is the high bidder on the Kiss Pez at $35. That's now going twice, going 3 times to him. We're about to sell that. Pete Weisgarber has that for $35. Jacob Harris, everything is sticker price right now. And Chris Bijek wants the David Bowie. And he also wants the Rush. Back-to-back claims on those for Chris. Thank you, Chris. Miles Davis is a VG Plus $64.99. It's a 77 Pittman press. It's VG Plus condition. Also looks like a solid VG Plus cover. $64.99 on that. Miles Davis. And that is Live Evil. VG Plus $64.99 for Miles Davis. 2LP, of course. Ozzy, Blizzard of Oz. We need to put this up for auction. I'll almost put the first Ozzy up for auction. Let's run this one for auction because it is in shrink wrap. VG Plus vinyl. I'm going to go ahead and sell the Pez dispenser to Pete Weisgarber for $35. Also, Depeche Mode. Looking for a $10 start on People Are People. Final call before I make that a buy now. Let's start Ozzy at $45. It's in shrink wrap. It is an OG press with the original inner sleeve. A very solid VG Plus, and the cover is in shrink wrap. And I can tell you, most VG Plus copies of Blizzard of Oz I've listened to sound great because you know you're going to play them loud. That is now up for bid, and John Smetzer's in at $50. OG of that. Meant to auction that first Ozzy, and it slipped through my fingers. That's okay. We have Iron Butterfly and Agata Davida. VG Plus condition, $14.99. That looks like possibly the original yellow Atco label. VG Plus $14.99 on Inagata Davida. This is Black Oak, Arkansas. Keep the Faith. VG Plus $14.99. Ozzy's at $50, now $52. And Madonna, Angel. Madonna is VG Plus $16.99. That's a maxi 2-cut single. All right, who wants Depeche Mode for $10? I consider that a great deal. One, anything Depeche Mode's hard to get. Second, that's one of their biggest songs. Now up for bid, or now up for a buy now for $10. I know somebody's going to want it. We'll just find out who. Next 45 auction is going to be Dire Straits, Money for Nothing, Tricks for Free. This is a Dire Straits picture sleeve. That is now a $10 start. Also near mint minus in the original picture sleeve. John Leal gets the Depeche Mode for $10. Mike Massey second. John Smetzer's at $55 on Ozzy. And Chris is at Frazier. Burt Jordan, Ozzy is still, or excuse me, Black Sabbath is still available. We Sold Our Soul, a VG copy for $29.99. The Beatles, Something New. EX condition, $34.99. Chicks for free or tricks for free? Chicks for free. What did I say? Tricks? Chicks. The Beatles, and also another Beatles, Meet the Beatles, a 64 Scranton press, VG Plus $29.99. Meet the Beatles. Meet the Beatles. This is a VG Plus $29.99. Tricks. I guess they're probably getting some tricks for free too. All right. Galaxy War VG $14.99. I was about to update our auctions, but we're still at 60 with Chris Frazier. Galaxy by War, that's a VG copy, $14.99. $14.99. Tricks. Are y'all sure at some point he don't say tricks in that song? I was almost positive, but I guess not. Okay. The Best of the Doors, that's a quadraphonic pressing, VG Plus condition, $39.99. That's a quad mix of the Best of the Doors. The Doors' greatest hits in quad, VG Plus $39.99. Okay, so Ozzy was at 55, Ozzy was at 60, Sean Fairweather said 30. Now, I must have missed something. Unless that was something in here. I'm not for sure. Oh, maybe he was asking for the price on that or telling the price. Dire Straits is at 10. Burt Jordan said he will take the Black Sabbath. That's sold to Burt Jordan. Next is Ozzy's at 65. The Pez dispenser has already sold. It's sold for $35. Ozzy's at 61. Mono or stereo Meet the Beatles. That is a, let's see, it is a stereo press. It's actually a mono cover with a stereo record. It's actually a mono cover with a stereo record, it looks like. 64 Scranton VG Plus $29.99. He was answering that, okay. Chris DeMoss on the Doors quad. Vicky Allison's at 12 on Dire Straits. Ozzy's at 66. REO Speedwagon, Wheels Are Turning. VG Plus $14.99. And Santana is VG Plus $16.99. Santana, self-titled, VG Plus $16.99 on that. Now, back to where I was. Vicky Allison's at 12 on the Dire Straits. Somebody asked if this is the edited. This is long edit, and this side is Love Over Gold Live. This says long edit, 4 minutes and 38 seconds on that. 4 minutes and 38 seconds, long edit. Vicky Allison has it for 12. Ozzy was at 65, 66. Craig Ruth wants REO Speedwagon, and Ozzy's at 67. All right, that was just our first crate. Tonight, we just got started about 15 minutes ago. First crate of new check condition. Paul and John have got me 6 crates of new vintage arrivals, along with auctions, along with Japanese, I guess. Yeah, we got Japanese stuff. Sorry for the late start, but I got in from Texas and had to go to sleep because even though I've, quote, kind of been on a vacation, it was actually brutal. Except that one layover day, we had a pretty relaxing tour of just Dallas, and we went back to the JFK Museum. But actually going to the concert was exhausting. I feel like I'd been through war, lining up in the heat, standing for hours. But like I said in the post I just made, it was worth every moment. Front row at Metallica that I was not expecting. I knew I had early access, but I had no idea I'd actually be on the rail. Like, I think if Kurt or James or anybody would have reached out their hand and I reached out mine, you could have touched them. Plus, they come through the pit. I physically got to touch Metallica. It was like I had no idea I would be in this situation. So, Tawana Bennett wants Santana. That's sold to Tawana Bennett. Ozzy's at $68. Iron Butterfly is sold to Burt Jordan, which was the Inagata Davida. That is sold to Burt Jordan. And we have Ozzy at $69 now. No mosh pit. No, we were so close to the rails, we didn't even see, or we were on the rail, we didn't even see a mosh pit the whole time. So I didn't get a chance to throw Seth in there. Now, some people got almost thrown over the top of us. We saw a lot of people, crowd surfing that got pretty much ejected over the top of us, or close to us at least. Vicky Allison gets the Dire Straits for $12. Next is a Tom Petty that I'd never seen before. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers live with Stevie Nicks. Let's see. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers with Stevie Nicks, Needles and Pins live. This is going to be a $10 start. Very cool. I guess this is from Pack Up the Plantation. Yeah, from Pack Up the Plantation. This is mint. Beautiful. I never had seen that before. Tom Petty, $10 start on that. Ozzy's now at $70. Yes, I caught a pick. Seth had a drumstick go through his fingers. He had one of Lars's drumsticks go right through his fingers. I caught a 5-finger Death Punch pick. I caught 2 Metallica picks and something else. Well, Seth got a beach ball. Seth got one of those gigantic beach balls they've been dropping from the ceiling. They cut them, but those are selling for like $400 on eBay. Seth he was able to grab one when they cut it. He deflated it, and he has a gigantic Metallica beach ball. It's pretty incredible. So, all right, Ozzy is at, where are we at on Ozzy? $70. Tom Petty, 10, 10, 10, 12, 15, and 15. Check out this Rolling Stones record. I'm going to go ahead and get a third auction started while we're winding down on Ozzy and Tom Petty. This is the Rolling Stones Flowers, near mint, in shrink wrap, with the original Sears price tag. Incredible. The Rolling Stones in shrink wrap. Beautiful vinyl, blue London stereo label in shrink wrap, OG with the Sears price tag, $40 start. Near mint stones in shrink wrap, $40 start. $40 start. That's our third auction. I'm going to shift down Ozzy. Where Ozzy is in shrink wrap, the vinyl's VG Plus. Shane Devers has that for $70. That's a VG Plus. We have Tom Petty at 16 and now 18, and the Stones is at 40 and 40. All right, yes, Paul did a great job. Thank him. Let's all give him a round of applause. Excuse me. Invisible round of applause, or I'll do it now, and then y'all can at home. Without Paul, there would have been no sales. So now I know I can take trips whenever I want, and Paul can do them. Right, Tanner? Tanner says right. Okay. We have Van Morrison, A Sense of Wonder, VG Plus $24.99. One more run through on this bin. VG Plus $24.99. Buddy Holly's a VG $24.99. Stories is a VG $9.99. Ted Nugent, Survival of the Fittest, VG Plus $17.99. The Rolling Stones is EX $29.99. ELO is a VG Plus $12.99. The Greatest Ray Charles, VG Plus $14.99. The Impressions, People Get Ready, VG Plus $29.99. The Eagles' Greatest Hits, VG Plus $24.99. Miles Davis was a VG Plus $64.99. Live Evil, $64.99, a 77 Pittman press. We have Black Oak, Arkansas, VG Plus $14.99. Madonna is a VG Plus $16.99. Something New by the Beatles, EX $34.99. War, Galaxy, VG $14.99, and Meet the Beatles was VG Plus $29.99. I think it's time for a new crate. Final call on Ozzy. Shane Devers has Ozzy for $70. We're about to sell it. Update on Tom Petty. We were at 20 on Tom Petty, and then 21, and then 3 other people at 21, then 23, then 24. The Rolling Stones at 42. So I think we're all done on Ozzy, and the price on the Eagles was VG Plus $24.99. Price on the Eagles was VG Plus $24.99. All righty. I figured they would clear the beach balls on the second the night before the song won. Yeah, the beach balls were something else. When those things drop, it's like chaos. The first night they dropped them during Seek and Destroy. Got some books? I'll take them. I can put them, stack them right up here. I'll do them. Thank you. All righty, let me grab the next crate here and see what we have. It looks like it's another bin of check condition with all kinds of different stuff in it. I'm seeing all kinds of different stuff. So let's grab this. Yeah, but I guess if you would have told me when I bought my ticket a few months ago that I would have been on the rail and actually got to interact with members of Metallica, I would have told you you're crazy. So, because I had no idea I would had that experience. That was incredible. All right, Shane Devers gets the Ozzy for $70. That sold to Shane Devers for $70. I didn't see any new bids on that. So now in slot number 1 is the Tom Petty single, which is $25 with Troy Chirac, and the Rolling Stones, which is Flowers. I wonder where Carol Puckett is, and Brent Robley. The Stones is in shrink wrap. Darren Davis has that at $44. That's going once, going twice. The Tom Petty is Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers with Stevie Nicks, Needle and Pins Live, and the B-side is Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers doing Spike. And those are both live cuts for Pack Up the Plantation. Troy Chirac has that for $25, going once, going twice. The Rolling Stones has got a new bid. Let's go through another crate. We got a lot of auctions to get through tonight. I may have to start moving these faster. We have Moonshot, Buffy Santa Marie, $9.99. Buffy Santa Marie, Moonshot, $9.99. REO Speedwagon, High Infidelity, that's a VG for $9.99. Also Blood, Sweat and Tears. Blood, Sweat, and Tears. That's a VG Plus for $14.99. 50 million Elvis fans can't be wrong. This is actually Elvis Gold Records Volume 2. That is one of the original presses. These are always represses. This is actually what appears to be one of the originals. Has that original Sears and Roebuck price tag on the back. Take a look at that. I bet this thing new probably wasn't even shrink wrapped. This is $2.84 from Sears and Roebuck. EX condition, $32.99. Also, the No Nukes concert is EX, $32.99 for the triple LP No Nukes concert. And Paul McCartney Ram, a VG copy for $12.99. Troy Chirac, you were outbid on Tom Petty. John Lills at $26. Christopher Morris wants REO Speedwagon, High Infidelity. Sell that to Christopher Morris. The Rolling Stones is at $47, and Tom Petty's at $27. Christopher Morris gets the Elvis. That's sold to Christopher Morris. Make sure I hadn't missed anything else. I don't think I have. Jimi Hendrix Smash Hits is a VG copy for $14.99. The Five Satin Sing Their Greatest Hits. That's on the Collectibles label. That's also a VG copy, $9.99. Hank Williams Jr. High Notes is VG Plus $16.99. John Lills out on Tom Petty, so final call on that for $27. And I think we got a couple people out on Rolling Stones. Nick Bargeron has it for $47. That's a copy of Flowers in shrink wrap, also with the original Sears price tag. Prince and the Revolution, Let's Go Crazy. That's a VG Plus $19.99. Neil Young, Tonight's the Night, a VG copy, $14.99. VG copy, $14.99 on Neil Young, Tonight's the Night. Gatefold. This is Rock of Ages, the band in concert, VG Plus $29.99. Also, Stephen Stills Manassas, a VG for $9.99. Pete Mitchell wants Hank Williams Jr. I think we're done on our auction, so we can go ahead and sell Troy Chirac, Tom Petty for $27, and we can sell Nick Bargeron, the Rolling Stones, for $47. Those are both sold and sold. I'll put the Rolling Stones down here on the end. Bob Dylan, John Wesley Harding, that's an EX copy for $24.99. All right, where's our KISS fans? We have some stickers. David, I have already sold the Rolling Stones. I am sorry. I've already done a final call on that one. So, David Brailsford, I am sorry. The Rolling Stones have already sold. Sorry about that. Kind of when I do a final call, I usually sell it pretty quick after that. Here we go. Rock and Roll Over with the sticker sheet. Rock and Roll Over with the sticker sheet. Don't get that too often. This is a VG Plus copy. It's an OG 76 Pitman press. Original inner sleeve, VG Plus vinyl, a nice cover. I would say that's VG Plus or better. And we have the sticker in sheet. That is a $45 start. $45 start on KISS, Rock and Roll Over, VG Plus copy with the stickers. $45 start. Chris B. Jack wants the Neil Young album. That's sold to Chris. Also, we have Genesis, Wind, and Weathering. That's a VG copy for $9.99. Dire Straits is VG minus for $9.99. And Saturday Night Fever, EX condition, 2LP, $17.99 for Saturday Night Fever. EX, $17.99. The Doors, Absolutely Live. That's an EX for $29.99. And Let Me Sing a Blue Song. Wow, Hank Williams Sr. in shrink wrap, which is a compilation, black MGM label. That's a VG Plus $24.99. Did I miss anything else? Ice Nine Kills was something else. I honestly did not like Ice Nine Kills. That was not in my wheelhouse. That was something else. I don't really know what that was. For those that like Ice Nine Kills, I can probably see why. But for the most part, I was like, what in the world am I watching? That was something else. I'll just put it that way. AC/DC. This looks like a very nice copy. Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. It's going to be a $35 start. Super clean vinyl. This is Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. It has the original inner sleeve. Super clean vinyl. $35 start on AC/DC. Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Next, we have Scott Fish. Says he'll take Prince. Let's Go Crazy. That's sold to Scott Fish. High bid on KISS is at $50. This is a super clean copy. This is a super clean copy of AC/DC. Todd Rundgren Runt. This is a VG Plus for $14.99. Todd Rundgren Runt. VG Plus $14.99. And the Best of the James Gang. VG $9.99. I knew I was in for something bizarre with Ice Nine Kills when the first thing they had people running around on stage with chainsaws. And, you know, the next song they were like chopping off somebody's head or limbs or something. I was like, what in the world? Plus, you know, I just didn't enjoy the music. I guess it'd be different if I enjoyed the music, but I was too much going on. I couldn't focus. Eric Clapton, another ticket. This is a VG copy for $14.99. VG copy for $14.99. And the best of the Beau Brummels featuring Laugh Laugh. That's an EX for $24.99. That is on the Vault label. Very odd. The best of the Beau Brummels, EX $24.99. Troy Chiroc's at 35 on ACDC. Jetstream is first to James Gang. And Ryan Christie would just sold it. I didn't go to the pop-up stores. The pop-up stores were pretty crazy. The pop-up stores were pretty crazy to get to. I just went to an early merchandise tent yesterday where I got a poster. I got one of the limited posters, but no, I didn't get the vinyl. They had I guess, you know, a 72 seasons just for the pop-up shows, blue and white splatter. I didn't get those. I did not get those. So, the Electric Flag, a long time coming, VG $9.99. And Pernell Roberts, Come All Ye Fair and Tender Ladies. Also from Adam from Bonanza. That's VG Plus $14.99. John put Trapper John MD. This is Co-Star Bonanza TV show. It says VG Plus $14.99. Also, John Lennon Mind Games. That's a VG Plus $17.99. And the Beatles 6 is a VG $16.99. This is the Beatles 6, and that is in mono. That is in mono, the Beatles 6, and that is VG $16.99. Okay, so Kiss was at 50, AC/DC 35. We've already pulled James Gang. Let's see. We have AC/DC 40. Then we had, let's see here, AC/DC 42, Kiss 55, and Thomas Hujar wants the Beatles 6. Yeah, they say the first thing that sells out at those Metallica pop-up shops is the colored vinyl 72 seasons. Because I guess like Chris just said, Chris DeMoss, they do a different color for each city. So yeah, Dallas's was blue and white splatter, but no, we didn't even get close to that. Is this the first pressing? This should be an early, if not first pressing, yes. This should be an early, if not first pressing on AC/DC. And either way, it is near mint. It's very nice, which is unusual for AC/DC records. And Troy Chirac has this at $42. Chris is at $57 on Kiss. We have REO Speedwagon, Wheels Are Turning. VG $14.99. REO Speedwagon, Wheels Are Turning. That's a VG copy for $14.99. Rick Springfield, Hard to Hold. Rick Springfield, Hard to Hold. This is a VG plus $9.99. And Steppenwolf, Slow Flux, is in shrink wrap, and that's an EX $17.99. Steppenwolf, Slow Flux. Willie Nelson and Family, Honeysuckle Rose, is VG plus $18.99. Now, the lead singer of Five Finger Death Punch poured water on me. I mean, he slung a bottle of water like right in my face. Like I was wet. Seth got some of that too, but he threw a bottle of water literally right in my face. Not the actual bottle, the water like this. Yes, it hit me right in the face, which kind of woke me up because he was right in front of me singing and I was just kind of in a trance, and he was doing Bad Company too, so I was like, whoa. And then he threw water right in my face. I guess he was trying to wake me up. Missing Persons, Rhyme and Reason, VG plus $14.99. Missing Persons, Rhyme and Reason. And The Rescuers, the story of The Rescuers, Walt Disney, VG $14.99. Iron Butterfly Ball is VG plus $14.99. And Tales from Topographic Oceans, yes, was VG plus $19.99. Okay, has anything almost a final call? Chris Frazier is at 57 on Kiss. New bid on AC/DC 55. We pulled REO Speedwagon. 47 for AC/DC. Now 49. Now 48. So we're at 49. Brian C. wants the Missing Persons. And Todd Tipton wants Steppenwolf. And I believe you want the Slow Flux album that was in shrink wrap. Sell that to Todd Tipton. The Moody Blues, A Question of Balance, VG plus $14.99. Bob Dylan, New Morning, was VG plus $24.99. Frank Zappa, Overnight Sensation, that was a VG plus $34.99. The Moody Blues, In Search of the Lost Chord, EX 1799. There's our nightly Moody Blues. And Mother Mania, The Best of the Mothers. That's a VG for $24.99. All right, I think we're done on Kiss. 5 with the stickers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I'm selling it. Chris Frazier gets that for $57. And Chris is also the high bidder on AC/DC. I believe Troy Chirac is. No, Troy Chirac is the high bidder on AC/DC at $49. All right, let's run through that crate one more time. I'm just going to read titles. If you need prices, let me know so we can bring up a whole new crate of new records. We have Buffy Santamarie Moonshot, Blood, Sweat, and Tears self-titled, The No Nukes Concert, Paul McCartney Ram, Jimi Hendrix Smash Hits, The Five Satins, The Band Rock of Ages, Stephen Stills Manassas, Genesis Wind and Weathering, also Bob Dylan, John Wesley Harding, and Dire Straits. All right, AC/DC's at $50. New bid on that. Let me put up a new auction. We got plenty of more auctions to the show. We have a sealed 1968 copy of Sam Cooke. Wow. Sealed Sam Cooke, the one and only. Now, this is an RCA Camden press, but it is sealed. The RCA Camden press, catalog number CAS 2264 of the one and only Sam Cooke. This is sealed. Also, no tears in the shrink wrap, no saw marks, and no punch holes. $35 start on Sam Cooke. $35, sealed Sam Cooke. If you need prices in here, let me know. Dire Straits, Saturday Night Fever. Also, The Doors, Absolutely Live. Todd Rundgren, Runt. Eric Clapton, Another Ticket. The Best of the Bro Brummels, The Electric Flag, Pernell Roberts, John Lennon Mind Games, Rick Springfield, Willie Nelson, The Rescuers, Iron Butterfly, Yes, The Moody Blues, Bob Dylan, Frank Zappa, The Moody Blues, and The Mothers of Invention, Mother Mania. Troy Chirac's back in on AC/DC at 52. Pete Mitchell wants Willie Nelson, Honeysuckle Rose soundtrack. Mike Spirio, for Mike Spirio and anyone else, Tanner has informed me he's going to be working on invoice corrections very soon, so he hadn't got started yet. But if you have an invoice correction, I promise you we have seen your message, and Tanner, who handles pretty much all of that, he said he's going to get started on those very soon. I quote, very soon. So if you have an invoice correction, make sure you've sent us a message. If you have sent us a message, then we've got it, and we'll start working on those very soon. So Monday, this was technically invoicing day. I really haven't been here. Just got here back in the town, and of course Tanner has sent out invoices, and now we are pretty much starting a new week right now. So this is a brand new week. All new records tonight and all new invoicing cycle. So for those that are relatively new, boy, this is a great crate we've got coming up here. For those that are relatively new, Mondays is basically a whole new cycle. So anything you buy tonight starts a whole new invoice. Anything you buy tonight starts a whole new invoice. AC/DC is at 55 with Troy Chirac. Troy Chirac's at 55 on AC/DC. Looked like that's between Chris and Troy. Looking for a starting bid on Sam Cooke for a $35 start. No takers yet. Paul's handed me a couple things to show us quick buy it now, some 45 and some books. Where's our Star Trek fans? Check this out. Star Trek comic book records, just $14.99, and they have a 45. So it's a comic book with record. Comic book with record. These are $14.99 each. $14.99 each for the comic book record Star Trek. Very cool. Look at that one with the robot on the cover. The Robot Masters. Those are very cool. $14.99 on those. AC/DC is at 57 with Chris Frazier. Final call to get a bid in on Sam Cooke. We have Todd Rundgren. Todd. This has the poster with it. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen one with the poster. $29.99. Todd Rundgren. Todd with the poster. $29.99. Prince. Purple Rain. This is an OG 84 Allied press. Looks like it's very nice. $39.99. It is. Beautiful. Prince Purple Rain. $39.99. Krista Moss, you're first to Star Trek. Please let me know which one you want, or you can have both. Chris is going to take both. Stacy was second. Francis was third. AC/DC's now at 60. The Osborne Brothers, The Modern Sound of Bluegrass, $14.99 for the Osborne Brothers. Levon Helm, $14.99. Frank Zappa, Apostrophe. Frank Zappa is $29.99, and the Commodores is in shrink wrap, $12.99. All right, let's make Sam Cooke a buy it now. This is sealed Sam Cooke for just $35 if anybody wants it. Sealed Sam Cooke for $35. Thomas Hujar gets Levon Helm. That's sold to Thomas Hujar. Hank Williams Jr., Man of Steel, $24.99. Also, Chris is out on AC/DC, so Troy has that for $60. That's now a final call. Here's an Adam Ant record that I don't think we've ever had, and it's sealed. It's also a $35 start. This is Manners and Physique. It has a little bit of a tear in the shrink wrap down here, but other than that, there's no punch holes and no saw marks. That sealed Adam Ant, it looks like it has a CRC club sticker over the barcode, and it's never been opened. It's sealed. That's a $35 start. Krista Moss said he will take the Sam Cooke for $35. That's sold to Krista Moss for $35. Dave Plunkett wants the Hank Williams Jr., and we'll go ahead and sell AC/DC. Let's go ahead and sell AC/DC to Troy Chirac for $60. That way we can put up another auction. There's Adam Ant. How about some Bob Dylan in shrink wrap? Oh my goodness. A 67 Santa Maria press on Dylan. A 67 beautiful Columbia 2i in shrink wrap on Bob Dylan. This is a $45 start. The shrink has a little bit of a tear here in the corner. Other than that, it's very nice. It's a 67. It looks like the price was written in pencil on the back cover, $2.95, and it is beautiful. Has the original Columbia inner sleeve. This is a $45 start. $45 start. That's a beautiful copy. It's a 67 press of Times They Are Changing. Immaculate. Michael Ling. Well, actually, Tillman Smoot put Adam Ant, but actually Michael Ling was the first to bid. So Michael has that at $35 on Adam Ant, and Craig's already in on Dylan at $45. New vintage arrivals here. These are not check condition. These are all EX Plus near mint minus. David Bowie, 76 OG station to station, $39.99. Very clean vinyl, station to station, $39.99. Loggins and Messina, Finale. That's a 2LP, $16.99 on Loggins and Messina. Peter Tosh, Bush Doctor. Wow, Peter Tosh, very clean looking copy, original inner sleeve on the Rolling Stones label, $24.99 on Peter Tosh, Bush Doctor. Bonnie Tyler, Faster Than the Speed of Night. Bonnie Tyler is $9.99, and Willie Nelson Stardust is $14.99. Willie Nelson Stardust looks like a very clean copy, $14.99. Tillman's at $40 on Adam Ant, so Mr. Ling, you're out. Deep Purple, Who Do They Think We Are? This is a UK press of $29.99. $29.99. Any chance you'll get another Warlock Burning the Witches album to auction? Well, I haven't seen one in a while. Roger, that's something that we just never know. One could pop up in a collection next week, or we might not see one for a while. I've also got some books here for us. Paul just priced us some books, so let me go through a handful of these. Going down, The Down Home Guide to the Blues. The Down Home Guide to the Blues, $9.99. The Down Home Guide. That looks like it has a lot of very cool information. Also, Blues Land, Portraits of 12 Major American Blues Masters. That is $9.99. That's $9.99. Back-to-back blues books there. Also, A Century of Jazz. A Century of Jazz, 100 years of the greatest music ever made, $9.99 on the history of jazz. That is glossy photos, lots of information, very cool. That is $9.99. The Midnight Special, very cool TV show. Lots of great acts that appeared on the Midnight Special. Here's a whole book about it and information. $14.99 on the Midnight Special. And I'll pause there to pull Ryan Anderson's blues book, The Down Home Guide to the Blues. That's sold to Ryan Anderson. So we still got Blues Land, A Century of Jazz, and the Midnight Special book. Stacy Metternich wants the Midnight Special book. Brent Robley was second. Quite Naturally, The Small Faces, a day-by-day guide to the career of a pop group. $9.99, a day-by-day guide to the Small Faces. And Uh-oh, a Grateful Dead book. What in the world? Grateful Dead Family Album. This is $14.99. Grateful Dead Family Album. Now that will definitely have some interested parties. A Grateful Dead hardback book, the Grateful Dead Family Album, $14.99. Okay, update on our auctions. Tillman Smoot is out. Michael Ling has the high bid on the sealed Adam Ant, Manners and Physique. Michael Ling has that for $55. Also, just one bidder on the shrink wrap Bob Dylan, 67 Santa Maria. 67 Santa Maria, Columbia 2i, near mint minus vinyl. Craig Johnson has that for $45. Craig has that for $45. That's going twice, going 3 times. Brent Robley wants the Small Faces book. And Disc Play It wants Grateful Dead. Now, was Disc Play It a new buyer from when I was gone? A new buyer tonight. Disc Play It. Sounds like you're a new buyer tonight. So what we're going to do is we're going to post right now a link to our website, Mr. Disc Play It, where we'll need you to fill out a form where you can send us your information, your email address, and your mailing address. There's the link right there. It just popped up. Click that link. You'll fill out a form on there. Very easy with your email address. We'll automatically get that, and then your mailing address. Just select you're a first-time customer. We invoice on Monday. So you won't hear from us unless you're watching the shows. We're doing a show tomorrow night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. 6 shows this week. Display It is a.k.a. Jeff McMaster. We are familiar with Jeff McMaster. That is, he does not have to fill out a new form. Okay, so I wasted a lot of auctions in there. Unless you are a first-time viewer and you didn't know any of that information. So welcome, first-time viewers. Jeff McMaster is a long-time customer. Michael Nesbitt, the Infinite Rider on the Big Dama. This is $19.99. Michael Nesbitt. Also, Neil Young Harvest is $34.99. Neil Young Harvest, $34.99. Very clean-looking copy. Looks like we got a textured cover. The original textured inner sleeve, $34.99 on that. I think we're all done on Adam Ant. Michael Ling gets that for $55. The Bob Dylan is at $50 and now $60. Craig Johnson is still the high bidder at $60. Paul just brought me a stack of Rolling Stone magazines. I got to show those to Jeff. Yes. Jeff, if you're watching still, which I know you are, I hope you are, I've got those 45s that you and Paul were negotiating on. I have a price, if you want to hear it, on those Beatles 45s. Let's auction Rush. This is a club copy of Permanent Waves. It's going to be a $35 start. It's very clean, and it has the original inner sleeve. This is a $35 start on Rush Permanent Waves. Rush Permanent Waves, that's a $35 start. So the high bid on Bob Dylan is $60. If you're just joining us, we're in a fresh, brand new crate of vintage arrivals, non-check condition. Arlo Guthrie, Alice's Restaurant. Alan Rankin, his name is on the cover, on a piece of paper, on a label strip, $17.99. Alan Rankin was the second, or the first Wisconsin collection we bought. Not the shrink wrap near mint collection, but I think that was the first collection we got with that. So over here is Hank Williams Jr., One Night Stands. Hank Bocephus Williams Jr., One Night Stands. Very clean copy, $24.99. That should be an instant seller. The Who, It's Hard is $19.99. And Spirit. And I believe I was told this is the first 2 Spirit albums repackaged into one. That's on the Orange Epic label, $24.99. Shane Devers on Hank Williams Jr. Kenny Cates Jr., You Were Second. George Jones, Still the Same Old Me. This is in shrink wrap for $9.99. George Jones, Still the Same Old Me. And Rush, Grace Under Pressure. This is $34.99. OG copy in the original inner sleeve, $34.99. Does have a saw mark, $34.99 on Rush, Grace Under Pressure. Darren Davis is first to George Jones. So final call on Bob Dylan. Final call. Greg Johnson has that for $60, and we're looking for a $35 start on Rush. If anybody wants to get on that, now's the time. I think Todd Tipton wants the Rush that was in the bin, so we'll sell that to Todd Tipton. The Freewheelin' Bob Dylan, a '69 Santa Maria press. This one also looks extremely nice. Has a Columbia inner sleeve, '69 couture. Wow, beautiful vinyl. Absolutely beautiful Freewheelin' Bob Dylan. That is a '69 Santa Maria, $44.99. Shane says give that to Kenny Cates Jr. He already has it. So Kenny Cates Jr., you do get the Hank Williams Jr. Shane's passing. Rich, you were second on Rush, Grace Under Pressure. Brent's out on Bob Dylan. 54321. This is sold to Craig Johnson for $60. And Rush is, I'm going to do a final call for a bid on that before I make it a buy it now. Changes, David Bowie, 76 Indianapolis press. This is a David Bowie tan RCA label compilation of his greatest hits. That's super nice with the OG inner sleeve, $44.99. All right, I got some more 45s to auction, including Sade, Sweetest Taboo. Sade is a $5 start. This is Sweetest Taboo. Now we have a lot of Sade fans, and I've never seen this one before. 1985, near mint in the picture sleeve. Sade is a $5 start. $5 start on Sade. I've also got some Eddie Murphy, some Salt and Pepper, some Yes, some George Michael, some Fat Boy, some U2. Got some great 45s to auction tonight. Next is Van Morrison, Tupelo Honey, $34.99. Van Morrison, Tupelo Honey, nice clean vinyl, Burbank label, $34.99. Jesse Hood is at 7 on Sade. George Jones, I don't know if I've seen that one as many or as much as I have others. Who's Gonna Fill Their Shoes in shrink wrap, $9.99. And Johnny Cash, Original Golden Hits Volume 2. This is sealed. It's never been opened, and that is sealed for $14.99. Rare Earth is sealed. Wow. Sealed Rare Earth, get ready. Does have a saw mark, $39.99. Sade 1010, Brent Robley first on George Jones, and Craig Johnson first on Van Morrison. Shane Devers first on Johnny Cash. Rush is now a buy it now for $35 if anybody wants it. It's a $35 buy it now for Permanent Waves, and that is a Columbia Record Club, and that's sold to Rich Shockley for $35. So Johnny Cash was the last claim out of here. We got two people at on Sade for 10 and 10, and Johnny Cash, look at them beans, $16.99. Johnny Cash, now that's for all the Johnny Cash albums, that's probably one of the ones that I see the least. Look at them beans, $16.99 on that one, Johnny Cash. And the Jay Giles Band Hotline is sealed for $29.99. We need to block Ranjni Lodhi on Facebook. Let's see, would you take 30 for Rush? Brent Alverson, I'm now just seeing your comment. We can't take offers on auctions because if they don't sell, then I make them a buy it now, and there's probably somebody about to buy it. So I'm just sorry, I'm just now seeing your comment, but just for future reference, I usually don't take offers on auctions because if they don't get a bid, there's probably somebody going to buy them now. So sorry that I just now seen that. Sorry about that. And of course, we had two people claim it as a buy it now. Sade was at 11, and then Johnny Cash is with Brent Robley. That's so did Brent Robley. Shane, Kenny, and Thomas was second, third, and fourth on that. Jeff McMaster wants the Jay Giles. I have to get used to saying that. Disc Play It. Disc Play It wants the Jay Giles sealed. I don't know if I should say Disc Play It or Jeff McMaster. That's sold to Jeff McMaster. Sade's 14. And Chris Christopherson, Border Lord, also sealed. Sealed Chris Christopherson, 1972. No saw marks, no punch holes. $22.99 on Christopherson. The Bee Gees Odessa is a 69 Pittman press, $44.99. Jimmy Buffett, Somewhere Over China, that's also sealed for $29.99. And the Beach Boys, Little Duke Coupe, also sealed for $19.99. Wow, we got some more sealed records in there. $19.99 on that. All right, they're auctioning, or they're bidding on Sade. How about some U2, Where the Streets Have No Name? This is like in a rigid cardboard sleeve. Very beautiful vinyl, Where the Streets Have No Name, and the B-side has got 2 tracks on it. Silver and Gold and The Sweetest Thing. That is very, very nice. U2, man, one of my favorite songs of all time, Where the Streets Have No Name. $10 start on U2, 45 single. It's in like a thick cardboard sleeve, 3-track, $10 start. Brent Alverson gets the sealed the sealed Beach Boys. Jay Giles is already sold. And the Sade is Sweetest Taboo. That is the A-side. The B-side is You're Not the Man. And that is at $14 with Jason Fortner going once, going twice. Bob and Doug McKenzie featuring Geddy Lee. Sealed. 1981 sealed. It's a Columbia house. $29.99. $29.99. What's the Geddy Lee song? Take Off, I think. That is $29.99. That is sealed. Jesse Hood is at 10 on YouTube, now 11. Best of England Dan and John Ford Coley. This is also sealed. Best of England Dan and John Ford Coley. That is $14.99 sealed. The new Gary Puckett and the Union Gap album. The new Gary Puckett and the Union Gap album. That is sealed $14.99. U2 is a U.S. press. Yes, I'm pretty sure. Printed in USA, USA label. Yes, it's a U.S. press. Just kind of odd seeing that in a cardboard sleeve. U2's at 11. John Smetzer wants the Bob and Doug McKenzie. Final call on Sade, $14. And here's Johnny, Magic Moments from The Tonight Show. That is sealed. And of course, since it's sealed, you know it's going to include the poster. Has a really cool poster with it. That is $26.99. Here's Johnny, Magic Moments from The Tonight Show, $26.99. That is sealed. You Must Remember These, Volume 1. That is sealed for $14.99. And W.C. Fields, the original voice from his greatest movies, $14.99. It says free pop-up poster included. I don't know if this has the pop-up poster or not. I didn't know this album came with a poster. There's the original, I think what is the original Decca inner sleeve. No, this is, yeah, that's Decca. Very odd label. I don't see a poster though. $14.99. All right, Sade sold for $14. Final call on YouTube for $11. And Jeff McMaster, here are those 45s I reckon you were negotiating with Paul about. He has done some math, and I think your offer was $335, and he said we could do $350 on them. We've calculated what we would get on Discogs after fees. We've cut some of that off, and we're willing to sell them to you for $350, and that's on those 3 green label promo records. And the only thing you have to do is say sold, and we'll put your name on them. U2's at 15. Jody, we've already sold the McKenzie Brothers. We have already sold that. Randy Newman Sell Away is $19.99, and the Pointer Sisters Breakout, $9.99 on the Pointer Sisters. I still got 2 more crates of new vintage arrivals to go through after this. Sorry for the late start tonight, but you was going to get a lot of high quality. You're going to get a lot of high quality records in the short time we're live tonight, even though we're starting late. But if you stick with us, I'll keep showing stuff. I haven't even put up the first Japanese press. George Michael Faith, $10 start. George Michael Faith, another near mint picture sleeve, beautiful. $10 start on that. $10 start on that. George Michael Faith. Horse Lips, the Belfast Gigs, $14.99. Buddy Rich, It's About Time, is $19.99. And Nat King Cole is $9.99. Let me show you the other albums we still have the auction. I think you may be familiar with these. We have Gene Simmons. We have Paul Stanley. We have Ace Frehley. And we have Peter Criss. Wow. That's pretty cool. Might sell those all together. I'm not for sure. And Kiss Alive 2 has the booklet, the tattoos, the order form. That is complete. That has all the inserts with it. There's 2 more auctions. Paul has just brought us some more books. Fantastic. We love books. And we got a stack of Rolling Stones magazines. Not the Rolling Stone magazine, but Rolling Stones, the band, related magazines. Elvis, Rock and Roll Forever, $9.99. The Who, Live at Leeds, is $19.99. Van Morrison, Poetic Champions Compose. Don't see that one very often. $34.99. Also, Bob Dylan, Saved, is $34.99. Yes, Close to the Edge, $19.99. Yes, Close to the Edge, $19.99. Horse Lips, Info Please. Horse Lips, the Belfast Gigs, is $14.99 with hop sticker featuring Shaking All Over. Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass, Going Places, that's $19.99. By the way, U2 is at $19 with Jason Fornerat. $19 with Jason Fornerat. That's going twice, going 3 times. No bids yet on George Michael. That is a $10 start. Final call on that. Ann Arbor Blues and Jazz Festival, 1972, recorded live at Otis Spahn Memorial Field, $24.99. Wow, I'm seeing Hound Dog Taylor, Coco Taylor, Bobby Bland, Dr. John, Junior Walker, Bonnie Raitt, Howlin' Wolf, Muddy Waters, John Sinclair, Freddie King, Luther Allison, and others. I just read half of the artist. Over the Rainbow, Judy Garland, $9.99. And Bill Doggett and his combo is $19.99. U2 is an OG single, Where the Streets Have No Name. 3-track, Where the Streets Have No Name, Silver and Gold, and Sweetest Thing. I'm about to sell it. If anybody wants to bid, now's the time. Jason Fortinrat's at $19. Carlene's at $10 on George Michael. Let's go ahead and sell that to Carlene for $10. I was about to make it a buy now anyway. Time for a new auction. Next, let's see. 10 on that. Fred Carnell says he wants the comp, which I think is the, well, that wasn't a comp. That was the Blues Festival. It's live, if you're okay with that, Fred. If so, that's so to you. How much was the Blues one? It was $24.99. It's already sold. Looks like Patty was second asking. Chris was third claiming. Thomas Hujar wants to build Dogic. And Fred Carnell says he'll take the horse slips. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold to Jason Fortinrat for $19. Let's take a look at those Kiss solo albums. I don't know if I've ever offered them as a package. Let me see what we have on the back. VG, no condition notes, VG, and then a near mint one with poster and insert, which is Peter Criss. I think I'd like to offer them all together. I don't know if I've ever done it that way before. I thought that would be pretty cool. First, let's look at Peter Criss. This has the insert if you don't have all 4, or maybe you do have 1, and if you get an extra, hey, you have an extra. So this one has the insert. That one has the insert. Looks like we have a very nice poster of Peter Criss. Very nice poster of Peter Criss. And no condition notes on the vinyl. So near mint minus vinyl. Yeah, very clean vinyl. Has the original inner sleeve. And then there's the cover. There's Peter Criss. Now, the rest of them, let me take a quick peek is what I'm trying to say. Gene Simmons has the original inner sleeve and poster. So Gene Simmons has the original inner sleeve, and then there's his poster. No insert, no merch form. There's the Gene Simmons poster. Okay, so Peter Criss, no condition notes, inner sleeve, insert, and poster. Gene Simmons, inner sleeve and poster. And the vinyl was VG. So the other two, I don't think have any posters, but they probably have inner sleeves. So there's Gene Simmons. Paul, no condition notes on Paul, though. Very nice vinyl. So Paul, everything has something good and bad going for him. Paul has no poster or inserts. He has the inner sleeve and near mint vinyl. He does have a cut corner. Ace, I don't think has a poster. He does have the original inner sleeve. It's a VG condition. So we're going to start these. Let me do some math. Let's see here. 35, 40, 50. Let's do 75. Let's do a $100 start. A $100 start on all 4 Kiss solo albums. Ace Frehley, VG, no poster. Paul Stanley, near mint minus, inner sleeve, no poster. Gene is VG on the vinyl with the poster. Peter Criss, no condition notes, insert and poster. Peter Criss is probably, far as inserts and condition, the nicest one of the bunch there. All 4 of those, $100 start. Thomas Bowman on Jay Giles. No, that could be for Judy Garland. JG for either Judy Garland or Jay Giles. That is so to Thomas Bowman. We have Kenny Rogers and the Gambler, $9.99. Congrats to Paul selling me nearly $400 in 45s. Congratulations to you for buying them. Congratulations. Sounds like you got some good 45s. Kenny Rogers, the Gambler, is $9.99. I got a Madonna 45 for you. This is Madonna, Papa Don't Preach. This is going to be a $5 start. $5 start. Papa Don't Preach, Madonna, near mint in the picture sleeve. $5 start on Madonna. $100 start on the 4 Kiss solo albums. Madonna's a $5 start. Let me read through these albums just one time very quickly. There are some no-brainers in here. I feel like that's something one of my teachers used to say, a no-brainer, meaning like it's an easy question on a quiz. It's an easy decision to buy some of these. We got some near mint Bob Dylan albums in here that are beautiful, and there's something else, maybe Prince that I'm about to show. Let me read through these titles one more time. Todd by Todd Rundgren. That had the poster with it. If you want prices, let me know. Prince Purple Rain. That was near mint, OG press with the original inner sleeve, $39.99. The Osmond Brothers, Frank Zappa apostrophe. The Commodores, David Bowie, Station to Station, OG label. Yeah, there's some nice Bowie albums too. Loggins and Messina. Peter Tosh is still available for $24.99. Also Bonnie Tyler, Willie Nelson Stardust, Deep Purple, Who Do They Think We Are? Michael Nesmith, Infinite Rider on the Big Dama. Neil Young Harvest, a classic, is still available, $34.99. Arlo's Restaurant, or Alice's Restaurant, Arlo Guthrie. The Who, It's Hard. Spirit, Free Will and Bob Dylan. That was 69 press, Columbia 2i, $44.99. Brent, The Loggins of Messina Finale was $16.99. Michael Hickson has Madonna for $5. Final Call on Papa Don't Preach. Final call on that. Changes 1 is still available. $44.99, David Bowie. Also, Rare Earth was sealed. Chris Christopherson was sealed. Nice copy of Bee Gees' Odessa. Jimmy Buffett was sealed. England Dan and John Ford Coley was sealed. Gary Puckett and Union Gap was sealed. Johnny Carson is sealed. You Must Remember These, Volume 1, also sealed. W.C. Fields, Randy Newman, Sell Away. D.P. price. That would be for Deep Purple. That is a UK press, gatefold, $29.99. Up for bid are all 4 Kiss solo albums. We're looking for a $100 start. No poster, original inner sleeve, VG vinyl. Paul Stanley, Near Mint minus vinyl, no poster, original inner sleeve. Gene Simmons, VG vinyl, it has the poster. Peter Criss has the poster, the insert, the inner sleeve, clean vinyl. All 4 of those are being sold together. All 4 of those are being sold together for a $100 start. Clay Moore said he'll take Prince Purple Rain. That is sold to Clay Moore. The Jimmy Buffett is sealed somewhere over China, and that is $29.99. Kiss is at $100, and Jacob Harris wants the sealed Chris Christopherson. Sealed Chris Christopherson, the Beatles labels. I can show you that, Mr. Jeff McMaster. Here are the Beatles labels again. Let me show you the first one here. Strawberry Fields Forever. And Penny Lane. Never see these. Never see these. I've bought and sold a lot of Beatles records. First time I'm holding these. First time I'm seeing these. All You Need Is Love. Baby, You're a Rich Man. So far, those have both been singles from Magical Mystery Tour. Baby, You're a Rich Man. It looks just like radio station markings. Maybe. These were probably at a radio station. Hello, Goodbye. And I'm the Walrus. More singles. That's like a complete set of Magical Mystery Tour singles, isn't it? I'm the Walrus. That one's pretty nice. And Hello, Goodbye. All right, let me finish recapping this bin. Then I got new stuff. Final Call on the Kiss albums, $100. Let's Sell the Madonna for $5 to Michael Hickson. No other bids on that. $5. The rest of the albums, if you want prices, let me know. The Pointer Sisters, Buddy Rich, Nat King Cole, Elvis, The Who, Van Morrison, Bob Dylan, Yes, Close to the Edge, Herb Alpert, and Kenny Rogers. Brent Alverson's at $105 on Kiss. New bid, $105. I got some new books, but not before I set up our next crate of new records, except this one don't have a price. That's okay. Let me see what else he's got in here with us. I got us a new crate of records. Never been flipped through before. Never shown. Never been put out. Uh-oh. I got a copy of Sticky Fingers. I've got a copy of Kiss's first album. Wow. That always goes up for auction. Kiss self-titled always. I'm going to go ahead and pull out Sticky Fingers because it's always due, regardless of what it has marked on the back. It's always due an examination because of the zipper. Okay, 105 on Kiss, and please tag them at $350. All right, sell these to Jeff McMaster Tanner for $350. Thank you, Mr. McMaster, and we appreciate that. Okay, next is new stack of books. New stack of books here. Paul just marked these. We have Keith Richards' Life. Boy, and this was written, what, 20 years ago? It probably could be twice this big now. This is, when was this published? He's lived 30 more years since then. And this is a lot of information. 2010, yeah. So this was put out 13 years ago. Keith Richards, $14.99. Keith Richards is $14.99. Nights, Insights on the Life and Love, Barry White, to Love Unlimited. Barry White is $6.99. And Melissa Etheridge, The Truth Is, My Life and Music and Music. Melissa Etheridge is $6.99. So Barry White, Melissa Etheridge was $6.99, and the Keith Richards book is $14.99. There's a few more books for you. New vintage arrivals. Let's put up a new auction. They're still bidding on Kiss. Let's do a Portugal pressing on the original label of Yellow Brick Road. Yellow Brick Road. So that's on the DGM label, 1980, a 1980 press of Portugal. Very odd Portugal press of Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. It is very clean. It's a trifold original light cover, and this is a $40 start. Very nice vinyl. This is Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, a collection essential. $40 start on that. Cynthia Herdron said she'll take the Melissa Manchester book. That's so to Cynthia Herdron. Are the Richards back pages hauled out for a stash? No, they're regular pages. That would have been a fitting feature, though. Grand Funk Phoenix. This is the one that wasn't priced. How about $14.99? No condition notes. Grand Funk. Also, Brent Alverson, please let me know if you're in or out on Kiss, because if not, I'm going to sell that to Troy for $110. Cynthia, I've got you for the Melissa book. Jethro Tull, Stand Up. This looks like a very clean. It is a repressing of it. The vinyl's beautiful, though. Fantastic Jethro Tull album. $19.99 for Stand Up. The Yardbirds Favorites is $19.99. Also, Alabama, Roll On, $9.99. Shades of Deep Purple is $34.99. And Jethro Tull, Crest of a Knave, in shrink wrap with hop sticker, $22.99. Cynthia wants Jethro Tull. I have a feeling she wanted Stand Up because I was just showing Crest of a Knave. So, Cynthia, if you want that one, comment Jethro again. We have Breakwater is $29.99. Breakwater, $29.99. The Beatles White Album, a 71 Jacksonville press with poster and photos, $64.99. Kenny Case Jr. wants Alabama. More books. Great. I need to show the ones I've already got up here. Let me show a few more books because Paul's just brought a whole nother stack. Let me do another stack right quick. Midnight, this is cool. Midnight Riders, the story of the Allman Brothers, $19.99. Now, I would like to take a read through that one. Midnight Riders, the story of the Allman Brothers Band, $19.99. Got it. Thank you. Theolinius Monk. Boy, I hadn't had to say his name in a while. Theolinius Monk. I think I'm getting close. We'll call it The Monk Reader. That's a book about Monk, $12.99. Say it. Thelonious. Thank you, Paul. I guess it's the I wasn't saying right. That is available. So is Light My Fire, My Life with the Doors, Ray Manzarek. Very cool. $14.99. My Life with the Doors. Stevie Ray Vaughan. In his own words, the inspiring story of the legendary blues guitarist with personal interviews and reminiscences by the artist who knew him best. $14.99. SRV. And the autobiography of Q. James Bond? No, this is Quincy Jones. $9.99. Let me get my neck adjusted. Oh, that felt good. All right, so back up to the top. Kiss is at $120. Troy Chirac bid $120 on Kiss, so Brent was out. Stacy put MR for Midnight Riders. So that goes to Stacy Metternich. James Bragg wants Jethro Tull, which was Crest of a Knave. I'll put that right over here, Tanner. That's sold to James Bragg. Debbie Blair wants The Doors book. That's sold to Debbie Blair. The Doors book. Also, Ryan Anderson was second on that one. Brent's at $125 on Kiss. Debbie Blair wants the Stevie Ray Vaughan book. Chris DeMoss was second. Michael Nath third. Shane Devers fourth. Jim Hickson, you were second on Allman Brothers. And that leaves Thelonious Monk and the Quincy Jones book, which is $12.99 and $9.99. Those are still available. Okay, so Troy Chirac, you're outbid on Kiss. The 4 Kiss solo albums. Brent has that at $125. If anybody wants the Yellow Brick Road, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, Portugal Press, $40 buy it now on that. $40 buy it now on that. So, if anybody wants that, $40 buy it now. Back to the bin very quickly. Jethro Tull, War Child, $19.99. Another Jethro Tull. Legendarios Chrysalis. This looks like a Chrysalis sampler. It is. Procol Harum, Jethro Tull, UFO, 10 Years Hour, Robin Trower, that is $16.99. Michael Hickson's going to get the Elton John. Thomas Hujar was second. That's a $40 buy now. I'm going to put that on top of the Stevie Ray Vaughan book. And Roxy Music, there's some nightly nudity if we haven't had any already. Country Life is $29.99. Roxy Music's $29.99. Kiss is about to be sold to Brent Albertson. That's all 4 Kiss solo albums. All 4. If you're just hopping on, we got Peter Criss, we have Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley, and Ace Frehley. $125. Those vary in condition. A couple have a poster. Some of them are near mint. Some of them are VG. High bids $125. We are about to sell them. Then I've got 2 other Kiss records to auction. Let me see what else I have over here in the 45s. I think I'm going to do 1 or 2 more, and then I might make the rest like buy it nows, since I don't know if I'm going to get to the rest of them. But here's a good one. Tears for Fears, Head Over Heels. Tears for Fears, Head Over Heels. And the B-side is When in Love of a Blind Man. That is a $10 start. Head Over Heels, a single from Songs from the Big Chair. T-Rex, 20 Golden Greats, $19.99 on T-Rex. And Dandy in the Underworld, Mark Bolan and T-Rex. Back-to-back T-Rex. That one's $26.99. Olivia Newton-John, If Not For You, $19.99 on Olivia Newton-John. And Steve Winwood, Back in the High Life, $19.99. Steve Winwood, Back in the High Life. Okay, Kiss is sold for $125. That's sold to Brent Albertson for $125. Looking for a $10 start on Tears for Fears. We have Tawana Bennett wants Legends. That was the Chrysalis sampler. That's sold to Tawana Bennett. I'll put that there. Yes, let me do the Kiss Alive 2 next. And I'll show the Rolling Stones magazines. This is a VG Plus on the vinyl. It is a 77 SRC press. It has the booklet, the tattoos, and the order form. This is a $65 start. So this is complete. Kiss Alive. It does have a clip corner. VG Plus on the vinyl. It has the original inner sleeves. Kiss Alive 2, that is. There's both original inner sleeves. VG Plus vinyl. And then the important stuff, you get the Evolution of Kiss book. You get the Kiss Army order form. And very importantly, the tattoos. And that is all included with the total package, $65 start. Loggins and Messina, full sale, $9.99. Buddy Holly is $22.99. Buddy Holly is $22.99. George Howard, personal. George Howard is $14.99. If anybody wants Tears for Fears, it's a $10 buy it now. $10 buy it now on Tears for Fears. Somebody's got to want that. It's Tears for Fears. Let's take a look at the copy of Sticky Fingers that was in this bin that I pulled out. It says a 73 PR press. 73 PR press of Rolling Stone Sticky Fingers. Now, the important thing to look is to make sure the zipper hasn't caused any damage. We don't have any condition notes on it because it's more like an EX Plus. I don't think this has really caused... See that spot right there? That's usually from the zipper, the impression of the zipper. It's like pretty much always going to happen on this record. But this is awfully clean. It is. We don't have any condition notes on it. So it is what we would call our EX Plus. It's not near mint minus. It does have the original inner sleeve. It does have the original sleeve on it, the original inner sleeve. And this is going to be a $45 start. Looks like a little piece of the cover is missing here. And of course, this is the one with the zipper on it. That is a $45 start on the Rolling Stones Sticky Fingers. Christopher Morris wants BH. That's Buddy Holly. That's sold to Christopher Morris. Cynthia Herdren wants the Tears for Fears for a $10 buy it now. PR means Presswell Press. That's an OG Presswell press. And Nick Bargeron, you were second on Tears for Fears. Michael Nath is at $45 on the Stones. Looking for a $65 start on Kiss before I make it a buy it now. The Olivia Newton-John was $19.99. It has an original Uni inner sleeve because it's on the original Uni label. Very nice vinyl. The back cover has a final sale rubber stamp on it. So it looks like it was in a store where it had it in a discount bin. 49.50 final sale. I'm not for sure what that is, but it is $19.99. The vinyl's very clean. Original Uni inner sleeve, original Uni label. Kiss is at $65 with Jaron Benoit. So both auctions have bids. John Smetzer said he'll take Olivia Newton-John. Thank you. Let me show these Rolling Stones magazines. So Paul's got these priced. Some of them are Rolling Stones with Rolling Stones on the cover. and I will, these may be hard to distinguish. Let me pull out a Gold Mine, and then I'll pull out a Rolling Stones, and then let me pull out Uncut. Okay, we'll have to do it this way. Probably do these 3 at a time. These are $6.99. This is the Rolling Stones from, when is this from? 2013. Rolling Stone magazine with the Rolling Stones on the cover. That is $6.99. Gold Mine magazine from 2012. Rolling Stones 50 Memorable Moments. I guess that would be their 50-year celebration too. That's $6.99. And Uncut magazine, which has the CD with it, that is $14.99. And of course, it has 40 pages of reviews: Led Zeppelin, Scott Walker, Brian Eno, Ray Davies, and it had a Mick Jagger exclusive, plus Rolling Stones Inside the Madness of the Exile Tour. There's a few Rolling Stone magazines. $6.99, $6.99, and $14.99 on those. Okay, new bid on Kiss is 70. Final call on the Rolling Stones at 45. We got Stevie Wonder fulfilling this first finale. Looks like there's a little bit of discoloration on the top of the cover, but the vinyl is very nice. Stevie Wonder fulfilling this first finale, $24.99. Ray Charles, Volume 10. Now that looks awfully odd. That's because it's a Japanese pressing, $34.99. Japanese pressing, Volume 10, Ray Charles, $34.99 on that. We have Melissa Manchester, Bright Eyes. Melissa Manchester, Bright Eyes, $9.99. And Michael Nesmith, From a Radio Engine to the Photon Ring, that is sealed, $24.99. $24.99 on that. Also, Neil Young, Time Fades Away. I left out one more, $34.99. Rolling Stone Sticky Finger. How solid is the sticky cover? If I had to grade it, I would call it a VG. It has some creasing. Looks like where, somebody was trying to peel back the belt buckle. They were always curious what was behind that zipper. And of course, if you don't know, it says Andy Warhol. Very famous cover by the very famous artist, Andy Warhol. But yeah, I'd have to call it a VG. Has a piece of cover missing here. Andy Warhol cover. And of course, you saw the vinyl. I'm going to call it EX Plus. John didn't leave any condition notes on it. Now, it does have some marks, but not worthy of EX. It's still that EX Plus range. Troy Chirac is at 70 on Kiss. Jared went ahead and bid 80. Craig Johnson's in. New bidder on Rolling Stones at 50. And Jetstream wants L&M. L&M was Loggins and Messina, full sale. Let me know if that's not right, because it's going with your name on it. Let me read through those titles one more time. Let me show you some of the 45s we have left. I'm going to pull out maybe 1 or 2 more to auction. And then I think I'm going to do these next at Buy It Nows. Maybe this one. Well, there's the Pet Shop Boys. Maybe, well, now I'm starting to change my mind. I'll do these at Buy It Nows. I've got a whole stack here. I'm going to do a few more to auction. But these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. 5 $6.99 45s. 5 $6.99 45s. April Wine, this could be the right one, and April Wine was a VG Plus. That was VG Plus. Yes, Owner of a Lonely Heart. These are all with picture sleeve. That's about EX. It's not dead near mint, but it's close. That's $6.99. NXS, I Need You Tonight, $6.99 on that one. Morris Day, The Oak Tree, $6.99. And Thompson Twins, King for a Day. Now, those are the only ones I'm probably going to do Buy It Now, and I've got a few more over here I will auction. I've got a few more, and Paul just brought up some more. Great, that's the ones I'm still going to auction there. I think we've sold most of these that I just laid down. Let me bring my phone over here. This is on deck, Sade Smooth Operator, and heading out. Thank you, Paul. We'll see you Wednesday. Debbie Blair was first to Yes, Owner of a Lonely Heart. Tanner, these are $6.99. Jesse Hood second, John Lill third, Tony Shore fourth, Jason Forner at fifth. John Lill first on NXS. John Lill first on NXS. Ken Highstand second. Cynthia Herdren first on Thompson Twins, and Brian C. was next. Are we done on Kiss? Troy Chirac. Troy Chirac, let me know if you're out on Kiss, please, because Jared Benoit has this for $80, and that is a final call. Also, we did have a new bid on Rolling Stones. Craig, you're outbid. Michael Nath is watching on YouTube, and he has bid $52. So that leaves Morris Day, The Oak Tree, and April Wine. This could be the right one. Those are $6.99. And, of course, Morris Day was near mint. April Wine was VG Plus. Where's the rest of those books at? Let me do another handful of books. Let me do 1, 2, 3, 4. Got some other fantastic books here, including, I got to make sure some of these aren't signed. I'm sure Paul checked them, but all these books from South Carolina, I've been checking because a lot of them were signed. All right. We have Blues Boy, The Life and Music of B.B. King, $9.99. Hardback. The Lives of John Lennon. Boy, that's a lot of information. $19.99. The Lives of John Lennon, $19.99. Hardback book, Albert Goldman, $19.99. The Lives of John Lennon. Hip Hop America by Nelson George. This looks like a informational book about the hip hop genre. It has a crease on the cover. It does. The cover is a little creased. $5.99. And Remembering Whitney, the story, my story of love, loss, and the night music stopped. Whitney Houston, $6.99. All righty. Next claim or next activity was Kiss is at 85. Brian C. wants the Morris Day 45. That's sold to Brian C. for $6.99. Next was Jared Benoit's backing on Kiss at 95. Debbie Blair wants the B.B. King Blues book. That's sold to Debbie Blair. Chris DeMoss was second. And Chris DeMoss gets the Whitney Houston book. Craig Johnson's back in on Sticky Fingers at 55. So Michael Nath, you're out. Carlene, you are second on Whitney Houston. That leaves the John Lennon book and the Hip Hop America book. Those are still available. And Jeff, I was about to answer your question, but Paul already replied. Michael Nath's out on the Rolling Stones, so final call on that. One more read-through on this crate. If you want any prices, let me know. We're about to sell the Rolling Stones. Craig Johnson is the last bidder standing, and Troy's out on Kiss, so we're about to sell Kiss for $95. Let me read through these one more time, and then I've got a whole new crate to show you, along with new books, more 45s, and of course several new auctions, including another Kiss auction. We have Neil Young, Michael Nesmith, Melissa Manchester, Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, George Howard, Steve Winwood, T-Rex, Mark Bolan and T-Rex, T-Rex again, Roxy Music, Jethro Tull, The Beatles' White Album, Breakwater, Deep Purple, Yardbirds Favorites, and Grand Funk. I'm going to go ahead and take that off the table. I'm going to keep it right here behind me, but if you decide you want something or want to know a price on it, just let me know. We've got a whole new crate coming up right now, and we've had a great show for a late start because I just got back from Texas from the weekend with Metallica. Metallica's doing a 2-night, like no repeat weekend, and I picked the Arlington, Dallas, Texas show. I just wanted to go back to Texas, even though it was brutally hot. So we're back to normal routines now. I'll be doing the shows the rest of the week. Paul did a fantastic job while I was gone. He did a fantastic job, absolutely fantastic job. I'm glad we have him on staff now, so whenever I need to go either on business or maybe a small weekend trip, Paul can be here to handle the madness because we don't like missing sales. Having sales here are pretty crucial. I mean, like, this is our business. We have a store, but our sales are here on Facebook for sure. This is how we keep CollectCo going. We have to have these 6 nights a week if possible. So let's put this away and call it sold for $90 to Jared Benoit. Make that $95. Jared gets that for $95. The Rolling Stones is sold to Craig Johnson for $55. Craig's been looking for one of those, I'm pretty sure. And Rydell Martin wants Breakwater. Tanner, I'm going to lay that over here in the buy it now pile. Let's go ahead and get some new auctions started, including Shaw Day Smooth Operator, $10 start. Shaw Day Smooth Operator, $10 start. Near mint in the picture sleeve, and the B-side is Spirit. Very cool. Shaw Day's a $10 start. Jason Fornerat, he's in right off the bat. Let's do another auction. Wow. Hit me with your best shot. Where is this from? Spain. I was about to say, I didn't think this was released in the U.S. with this sleeve. And You Better Run. Very cool. Pat Benatar, hit me with your best shot. Very odd Spanish label. It's got like a textured sleeve. Very nice condition. $7 start on that. Pat Benatar, hit me with your best shot. That's really cool. A Spanish. It's perfect too. $7 start on Pat Benatar. Let me lay all this over here. we'll go ahead and get started with our next bin. Sade's at 10. And 7 on that. Okay, we got, well, okay, here's what's on deck. I've got a Kiss, so nobody goes away. We have a Kiss self-titled up for auction, which is a 6th pressing. It's a 6th pressing, but it's still from 1977. Wow. I wonder how many times that has been pressed. All righty. New vintage crate. New arrivals. New arrivals. Here we go. We have Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Jones by the Monkees. VG, $9.99. The Doors Greatest Hits, VG for $14.99. Also, Lucille, BB King, VG Plus, $29.99. Lucille, BB King. James Brown presents his Show of Tomorrow. That's a VG copy for $24.99. And Led Zeppelin is EX, $39.99. Led Zeppelin, that's their 4th album. That is EX condition, $39.99. Ozark Mountain Daredevils, VG Plus, $14.99. If you want to get the heavens on here, VG Plus, $14.99. Pat Benatar, let me go up to the top and see what's going on here. Sade was at 10, Pat Benatar 7, Pat Benatar 7, Pat Benatar 10, Sade 11, Pat Benatar 8, Sade 15, Pat Benatar 11, and Christopher Morris wants DRS, which was The Doors. That's sold to Christopher Morris. No, the song is not in Spanish. This is just a Spanish press. It will be Pat Benatar singing. You better run and hit me with your best shot. No, she will be singing in the English language. Sade is at $15. Pat Benatar is at 11. So 15, 11. Okay. His Best, the Electric BB King, VG Plus $19.99. Magical Mystery Tour is VG Plus $19.99. There's some artists that's like that. The Beatles recorded some songs in German. That Nina album, I think there's one where like one side's English and one side's German. And I think there is purely a German release where the whole album's in German. 99 Luft Balloons. Very interesting. Okay. Magical Mystery Tour was a VG Plus, just $19.99. It's an Apple Press. If you don't have that already, not a bad price. Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5, that is a VG Plus $16.99. And Blood, Sweat, and Tears was VG Plus $14.99. Final call on these. Final call. Sade 15, Pat Benatar 11. Jason Fornerat and Chris DeMoss. We're about to sell those. Jethro Tull, A Passion Play, VG $9.99. Rich Shockley wants the Beatles. Great decision there. The Rolling Stones, Still Life, VG Plus $24.99. Christopher, you were second on the Beatles. Jefferson Airplane Takes Off, VG Plus $19.99. Jefferson Airplane Takes Off. Yes, 90125. That is $19.99. Yes, 90125. Excuse me, that is a VG copy for $9.99. I was like, wait a second. VG $9.99 on Yes 90125. The Alan Parsons Project, that is a VG for $9.99. Jefferson Airplane was VG plus $19.99. Leonard Skinner, Nothing Fancy, that's a VG copy for $14.99. And Linda Ronstadt, Silk Purse, EX $12.99. Jeff McMaster says he'll take the Jefferson Airplane, and Debbie Blair gets the Yes. Okay, we have Sade, and so to Jason Fornerat for $15. Chris DeMoss gets the Pat Benatar for $11. Those are sold. Next auction is Europe, Rock the Night. Europe, Rock the Night. 7 Doors Hotel from 1987. Europe is a $7 start. Rock the Night, that is a $7 start. And Kiss is Kiss Kiss. That's the name of the album, self-titled. It is a 1977 6th press Filmworks label. Let's take a look at this. Kiss is going to be a $45 start. It's a 6th pressing, or I guess we should say 6th label. That's a $45 start. EX vinyl, Kiss self-titled. Kiss self-titled is a $45 start. Europe is at 10. Sean Holford's at 45 on Kiss. Back to the bin. April Wine, Harder, Faster. VG plus $14.99. Actually, let's take a quick pause, and I'm going to grab another handful of new books we just priced. The next handful. Uh-oh. Man, have we ever auctioned a book before? Well, we might need to. No, I'm going to make it a quick bite now. There'll be lots of people after it, though. And this is Stevie Ray Vaughan. $14.99. Caught in the moonshine? Crossfire. Excuse me. That makes more sense now. Caught in the crossfire. Stevie Ray Vaughan. Fleetwood Mac, the first 30 years. Bob Brunning, Fleetwood Mac, $14.99. Truly Blessed, Teddy Pendergrass, $9.99. And Rock Bottom, Dark Moments in Music Babylon, Rock Bottom, $14.99. Dark Moments in Music Babylon. So what's going on here? Just dark moments, I guess. People dying and maybe in through the outdoor. I saw something. Grateful Dead, The Lizard. This is probably about tragedies. Yeah, probably a lot of people dying. Bold as Love, Jimi Hendrix. Yeah, Sexual Healing, Marvin Gaye. Yeah, so that's a book about tragic deaths in rock history or music history. Okay, it looks like Ken was first to SRV. He got auto-corrected, but he still won it. Ken Highstand got SRV. Debbie second, Shane third, Chris DeMoss fourth, and Cynthia Hergerin wants the Fleetwood Mac book. That leaves Rock Bottom, Dark Moments in Music Babylon, and the Teddy Pendergrass book. Those are both still available. Let's go ahead and do a final call on Europe. Sean Druin has that for $10. Rock the Night. Condition of Kiss, the vinyls EX. EX. It's a sixth label, which would have made it from the year 1977. So this came out in 74? Yeah, 74. So this came out in 74. This is a sixth label pressed in 1977. High bid is $45, and that's also a final call. Now back to the bin. We've got the Stylistics Heavy. That's VG Plus, $9.99. It is in shrink wrap. The Stylistics, VG Plus, $9.99. BB King, There Must Be a Better World Somewhere. BB King is a VG Plus for $18.99. Deep Purple, Machine Head. Palm Tree label with the lyric insert. EX Condition, $32.99. EX Condition, $32.99. Deep Purple, Machine Head. Aerosmith, Live Bootleg. VG Plus, $26.99. Barry Seagrave is in on the Kiss at $50. So new bid on that. I'm going to go ahead and sell Europe to Sean Druin for $10. I do have some more 45s over here, including The Police, Synchronicity Part 2. Just another suburban family morning, I think is what he says. Synchronicity Part 2. The Police, in picture sleeve, very clean. $7 start on The Police. Synchronicity 2. $7 start on that. The Best of Dale Shannon. EX Condition, $9.99. The Best of Jethro Tull, Volume 2 Repeat. VG Plus, $14.99. War, Outlaw. War is a VG Plus for $14.99. Dinah Ross and the Supremes, Greatest Hits. EX, $22.99. That has the booklet with it. Also, Fleetwood Mac Mirage. It does have somebody's name, a label strip on the cover. The vinyl's EX, just $17.99 on Mirage. Has Gypsy on it and Hold Me and Oh Diane, a couple of the hits off that one. Chris is at 7 on The Police. Christopher Morris gets DS, which has to be for Dale Shannon. Jason Fornerat was second. And Jet It wants Parsons, or Jetstream, excuse me, Parsons. That has to be for Alan Parsons. Yes, turn of a friendly card. Final call on Kiss. Who was the first to bid? Sean Holford. Sean, let me know if you want to bid again on Kiss. If you say out, then I might go ahead and sell it. So just let me know, please. And final call on The Police for $7. We have the Raspberries, VG Plus $14.99 with Eric Carmen. Also, the Who Face Dances. The Who Face Dances is VG Plus $14.99. And Dr. Hook Revisited. Dr. Hook is VG Plus $14.99. New bid on The Police at $8. I got 3 more new books to show you. We have a book about Woodstock 94. 3 more days of peace and music. Woodstock 94, $6.99. Etta James, Rage to Survive. Etta James is $14.99. Rage to Survive. And Leonard Skinner, Remembering the Free Birds of Southern Rock, hardback, $19.99. There's Ronnie Van Zant at age 8. $19.99. So Jeff McMaster's at 8 on the Police. Chris DiLorenzo, you're out. Jason Forant gets Dr. Hook. Darren Meyer wants the Leonard Skinner book. And we're going to go ahead and say Kiss is sold to Barry Seagrave for $50. Barry Seagrave gets the Kiss for $50. Grease is a VG for $9.99. And Michael Jackson Off the Wall, VG plus $24.99. We do have new Japanese stuff. One of the first things over here, I believe Paul may have already shown this, but he may have done it late. And I remember when we got this from Japan, I thought it was really cool. And if you don't know, this is not too easy to get, much less a U.S. press. But this is the Styx. Man, I always want to put a "the" in front of their name. This is Styx, Serpent is Rising. And this is a very cool Japanese press. And that is the OG cover, OG Japanese press. It is near mint minus vinyl, has the orange RCA label, and it has the insert. And this is a $45 start for Styx, Serpent is Rising. Now, if you're a Styx fan, you will know that this is already pretty tough to get, much less a Japanese pressing with an Obi. Has the original Japanese insert with it. Styx is a $45 start. If we get that one sold, I've got some more Japanese that we can show tonight, and I do have more 45s to auction. Leonard Skinner, that one went to Darren Meyer, Debbie second, Stacy third. I'll run through the books we have left in one more second. Chris DiLorenzo, let me know if you're out on the Police. We're going to sell that to Jeff McMaster for $8. Jethro Tull, Minstrel in the Gallery, VG plus $14.99. The Cars is EX $29.99. James Bragg is at $45 on Styx. Whitney Houston Whitney is $49.99. Whitney Houston Whitney is $49.99. Whitney Houston, I Just Want to Dance with Somebody is the big hit song off that one. And Neil Young, the classic, Everybody Knows This Is Nowhere, $34.99. Conditional Michael Jackson. MJ is VG plus $24.99. VG plus $24.99. Let's go ahead and sell this to Jeff McMaster for $8. James Bragg has Styx for $45. Going twice, going 3 times. New bid at $46. Let's do a Bruce Springsteen. This is Born in the USA. Picture sleeve for a $7 start. Born in the USA. Near mint minus vinyl. Looks unplayed. Does have a little bit of a tear in the sleeve right there. Other than that, very nice. And the B side, what is side 2? Shut Out the Light. $7 start on The Boss. $7 start on that. Styx is at $46. I'm going to read through these titles one more time. If you want to know any prices again, just please let me know. Please let me know. Just say, what's the price on that? And I'll pause to tell you. Before we go any further, though, I definitely need a bottle of water. It was extremely hot in Texas. Those that live in the Dallas area that are regular customers of ours, man, that's just brutal. I told Seth I wasn't going to complain too much because I do like hot weather, but I won't say I enjoyed the heat, but it was brutal. It was so hot. I drank so much water. And then I had to have some caffeine. I didn't have any of my caffeine mixes with me down there. I didn't have any Monsters. So I drank some Dr. Pepper at the stadium, and that was like an energy drink for me because I hadn't had caffeine in 3 days. Also, about 8 ounces of Dr. Pepper was $6, but it was worth it. So, yeah, I'm. If y'all saw the pictures I just posted more pictures from night 2. My face is red. Yeah, the sun really beat us up. So, we got beat. Okay. Can you hear me now? I can hear you now. Styx is at $47, $48, $50, and we have Bruce Springsteen is at $7 for Brian Miller. Okay, we have the Monkees. We have B.B. King, Lucille, James Brown, Led Zeppelin 4, Ozark Mountain Daredevils, His Best, the Electric B.B. King, Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Jethro Tull, the Rolling Stones, Still Life, Leonard Skinner, Linda Ronstadt, April Wine, the Stylistics. We have B.B. King, Deep Purple, Errol Smith, Jethro Tull, War, Dinah Ross, Fleetwood Mac, The Who, also Grease, Jethro Tull, The Cars, Whitney, Neil Young, and Michael Jackson. Okay, Sticks is at 51. James Bragg's in. Brent and who else was bidding? Brent and Shane, you're out. James is at 51. Final call on Bruce for 7. Brian Miller, final call. Any chance someone saw my message? I would bet my house someone's seen it. Now, we will reply to you in the next 24 to 48 hours. I promise. If you send us a message, I promise it's been delivered. Now, when we can reply, it's usually a day after invoices are sent or the next day. I promise, though, if you send a message, we have got it. Just when we can actually reply, just be on standby. Just be on standby. Now, I think over here are some records. Let me find maybe some of the records that, let's see here. Did y'all unbox any new vinyl? Is this some of the new vinyl here? I hadn't looked at new vinyl or anything in like a week, it seems like. Yeah, I don't know. I guess y'all showed this stuff here, went through it and everything? Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah. So let's go through this here because I hadn't really got to tell y'all. Paul, I'm sure, knew a little bit about what he was showing, but so, yeah. Okay. We have, what do you think? That was a large screen. I couldn't really see it because I was directly underneath it, but yeah. How much is MJ the first one and price on Aerosmith? Okay. So the Aerosmith Live bootleg was VG plus $26.99. VG plus $26.99 on Aerosmith Live bootleg, and Michael Jackson was VG plus $16.99. VG plus $16.99. Okay, Sticks is at 53. Sticks is at 55. Sticks is at 54. Sticks is at 56, 58. Seen in the theater, avoiding the heat, dehydration, sweaty people. I sat in a recliner, had a... Yeah, that's true. But I was 4 feet from Kurt Hammett when he was playing the solo for Whom the Bell Tolls. So I did have that experience, John. I did have that experience. All right, let's sell Bruce Springsteen for $7 to Brian Miller. And the next is the Pet Shop Boys. Domino Dancing. Domino Dancing. This is a $10 start. $10 start for Pet Shop Boys Domino Dancing. Pet Shop Boys, $10 start on Domino Dancing. $10 start on that. All right, Jason Fortnerat's in, and Sticks is at 61. It was the Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5. It's a VG plus. Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5 is VG plus $16.99. Actually, I think James Hetfield sang 2 songs pretty much right in front of us. You know, they went around the thing, and then Lars's drum kit for the first set of Night 2, it came up through the stage like right in front of us. And the facial expressions he makes when he's playing the drums, but he was like staring right at us because we were almost like, it seemed like we were eye level with him almost. It's pretty incredible. All right, let's see what we have in here. Volbeat, Rock the Rebel, Mental the Devil. Volbeat is $29.99. That is Rock the Rebel, Mental the Devil. Also, Jim Croce, I Got a Name. Jim Croce is the 50th anniversary on Bone White Vinyl. That is sealed for $33.99. Slipknot Live. Oh, I forgot this came out last week. Live Slipknot in Madison Square Garden. First time on vinyl, $44.99. That's Live Slipknot. That was a new release from last week. It's a 2LP, $44.99. Pet Shop Boys. Actually, Carlene says she will take the Jackson 5. Carlene asked the price on that. She said she will take it. What have I done with it? Right here, this sold to Carlene. Also, we had another $10 bid on Pet Shop Boys. Sticks was at 63, and Pet Shop Boys is at 12. Sticks is at 65. Anthrax, this is Fistful of Metal. Now, I don't know if Paul told you or not, but this is on splatter vinyl. This is on splatter vinyl, $31.99. That's on a splatter vinyl, $31.99. Anthrax, Fistful of Metal. Duran Duran, Girls on Film. The complete 1979 demos, that is on splatter vinyl, $29.99. Duran Duran, Girls on Film. Smashing Pumpkins, Adore. Smashing Pumpkins, Adore is $49.99. And that is $49.99. Smashing Pumpkins, Adore. That's a 2LP back in print. Sticks is at 67. Pet Shop Boys is at 20. Also, The Cure. This is a live 1981 concert, August 17th, 1981, from Around Down Under, The Cure, $31.99. $34.99. Pet Shop Boys is at $20. Cynthia Herdron wants to cure. So does Sean Fairweather. I've got 2 of those left. For night 2, we was in front of Kurt's. Speaking of Kurt's guitars, we were behind Kurt's guitar tech, kind of. We were right behind Robert's bass tech for part 1, but we were behind Kurt's guitar cases, which was amazing. I told Seth, I was like, do you realize those 3 guitar cases is like $5 million probably? There's no telling what all those would bring at auction. And then they had 2 security guards, like always, right there in front of those. Big guys. I said, there's a reason they have those people standing right in front of those cases, because they do not want anybody touching those guitars. Jason Fornerat on the cure and Zach Elias on the cure. James Bragg is at 70 on sticks, new bid, and final call on Pet Shop Boys. Grant Peltzer has that for $20. Grant Peltzer has that for $20. The Grateful Dead is $27.99. That is their self-titled album. That was Duran Duran. Oh, it was Duran Duran. This is The Cure. Jason Fornerat and Zach Elias. Thank you. Third Eye Blind. This was also part of that. The same label that did the Black Crows splatter vinyl, the same label that did those 2 Black Crows, also did the Anthrax and the Third Eye Blind. Those were Mega Collider Records, I think, or that was what those were. Those all came out pretty much within 2 weeks of either. Here's the other one, Third Eye Blind, $31.99. Volbeat, this is Guitar Gangsters and Cadillac Blood, $31.99. And the new Talking Heads, I didn't know these came in. The new Talking Heads, which I think they just announced, they're doing a reunion. Talking Heads, the Stop Making Sense tour. This is the newly remastered 2LP, which includes the booklet with additional liner notes. That is $49.99. $49.99. Pet Shop Boys, 21. Styx is at 75. James Bragg on Third Eye Blind. Pet Shop Boys is at 22. Pet Shop Boys is at 24. And Styx is at 77. Songs on Third Eye Blind. We have Can You Take Me, Don't Believe a Word, Bonfire, Sharp Knife, 1 and 10, About to Speak, Summertown, Why Can't You Be, Water Landing, Deo of St. Paul, and Carnival Barker. Styx is at 77, and Brent Robley is out. So I think we were between Shane Devers, James Bragg, and Brent Robley. I don't know if Shane Devers actually said out, but I know Brent's out, and I know James Bragg's the high bidder, 77. And we're still bidding on Pet Shop Boys at 25. Scott Jokumstaller on Volbeat. Scott Jokumstaller on Volbeat. Jason's out on Pet Shop Boys. So we can do a final call on Pet Shop Boys Domino Dancing at 25. Shane's also out, so now final call at Styx is 77. Let me run through those new LPs one more time, now that I know what's going on in the crate. So there was a couple new releases from last week. I'll remind you of those one more time. We have, first, Volbeat, Rock the Rebel, Metal the Devil. There's another Volbeat, $29.99. Jim Croce, I Got a Name, Bone White Vinyl, $33.99. Slipknot Live, $44.99. Slipknot Live, Madison Square Garden. Anthrax, this is $31.99. That's Fistful of Metal. That is on splatter vinyl. Smashing Pumpkins. Now this one has been out of stock for a while. Adore had been out of stock for a while, so those are back in at $49.99. Let's go ahead and sell Styx for $77 to James Bragg, and the Pet Shop Boys to Grant Peltzer for $25. I'll lay that up there. Let me go ahead and go through 2 more new auctions before we go any further. I have Eddie Murphy, Party All the Time, which is a $10 start. Now, I think this is the one people ask about a lot. Eddie Murphy, Party All the Time. This is a $10 start. Near mint with a picture sleeve. Eddie Murphy, Party All the Time. And I do have 2 more LPs over here in the auction block. We may just show them. Yeah, I may just show these at Buy It Now. I think I'm going to put up a new Japanese auction. Like I said, I have some Japanese stuff that I don't think has been shown before, and we should have more on the way. So the first is the Eagles Desperado, and it's a very nice and pristine Japanese pressing Desperado. This is going to be a $45 start. Perfect vinyl. It has the textured cover, near mint minus, perfect obi, nice cover, great cover, textured cover, and it has the 2-page Japanese slip. $45 start on the Eagles Desperado. Very nice. That's a $45 start. Eddie Murphy's a 10. $1 start. Talking Heads, does it have the book? Music from the film by Jonathan Demme and Talking Heads, newly remastered. Special limited edition 2 LP package features the complete show on vinyl for the first time. Also includes original booklet with additional liner notes written by Tina Weymouth, David Byrne, Chris France, and Jerry Harrison. $49.99, and that is Talking Heads. So the original full concert on vinyl for the first time complete. And yes, it has the book. $49.99. We had a big pre-order on Duran Duran, Girls on Film. We got 2 of those left. The complete 79 demos, $29.99. Also, Cinderella. Did I show this one? Polished marble vinyl. So the Cinderella UK import series is continuing with this one. That's on colored vinyl. Cinderella is a UK import, $59.99. Also, the Grateful Dead's first album, $27.99. And Third Eye Blind is $31.99. Joe Maynard says he will take a Talking Heads. Final call on these auctions before I make them a buy it now. $10 start and $45 start. You can bid now, or I'll make them a buy it now. And I'm going to slide this off the table and figure out what we're going to show next. Figure out what we're going to show next. I've shown all the books. Let me show the 2 LPs that I had set aside for auction that we were going to auction, but I'm going to make them buy it nows. The first is U2, $34.99. And we have War, the music band, $34.99. U2's OG, no condition notes, near mint. And War is sealed with hop sticker. It is a cutout. It is a cutout. So War is sealed with hop sticker, $34.99. U2 is a near mint OG, about a VG Plus cover. Fantastic U2 album. Vicki Allison's at 10 on Eddie Money. That's going twice, going 3 times. That Cure album we sold, Tanner. Jason Fornerat would like to know the title of that. He was going to check if he already had it. All right, when I come back with a new crate, I'm probably going to go ahead and make those buy it now, so be on standby for that. I'm trying to find maybe some other of the new vinyl from this week. From A Land Down Under, which was Sydney, 1981. Yep. That might have been the only crate of new vinyl that was left from when Paul did shows. That was the only crate, okay? And the Aerosmith's greatest hits. So, James Bragg wants the sealed War album. Sell that to James Bragg. Next is Take Off the Wall from the last crate. Take off the wall, not take off the wall. Take the wall from the last crate. So Joe Maynard, did I already pull the Talking Heads for him? I did, didn't I? Okay, so Joe Maynard got the Talking Heads. He's also going to get Off the Wall. Ken's at 11 on Eddie Money, and Vicky's at 12. Let's sell the Eagles for a buy it now for $45. A top copy, Japanese press of the Eagles Desperado. That's sold to David Johnson very quickly. Sold to David Johnson for $45. Very cool. And Vicky's at 12 on Eddie Money. Next Japanese auction is going to be Janis Joplin's Greatest Hits. This is also a $45 start. No condition notes. Has the obi, has the inserts. Very cool. Piece of My Heart, Summertime, Try Just a Little Bit Harder. Me and Bobby McGee, Cry Baby, Down on Me, Get It While You Can, Bye Bye Baby, Move Over, and Ball and Chain. This has the lyric insert with it as well. Janis Joplin's Greatest Hits Japanese press, $45 start on that. $45 start on that. Eddie Murphy, Ken's back in at 13. Okay, well, I guess here's what I can do. Let me see what we have on here. Harry Belafonte, Peter Tosh. Was that one from the other night? This might have been some stuff Paul went through. No, this is July 7th, 18th. What is this? Is this stuff he did buy it now, best offer maybe? I should have had him show me what he has. Bob Dylan, Beatles Story, Melanie. Looks like some pretty good titles. We could do these buy it now, best offer. Peter Tosh, Sting, Beatles, Aerosmith's first album. This is July 18th. I don't know. Okay. I don't know if we should just go through an old crate or go through some of the new stuff from tonight. Buy it now, best offer. Yep, we've showed all 6 crates already tonight. We've shown all 6 crates. I need to take a drink of water regardless, so I'm going to mute my mic right quick. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll keep auctions going. I'll go through the the newest stuff from tonight, buy it now, best offer. Let me find the very first crate I showed. Here's the last two crates I showed. Yep, let me go ahead and condense these. That was the last crate. Let me do some condensing right quick. And then we can go back to the beginning of the show and figure out what we have left. All right, there's that crate. And this crate. We'll make those fit in here. So we'll go back to the very first crate we showed tonight about 8:30, and we'll start doing entertaining some offers. And I'll start with the U2 album that I just showed for the first time as a buy it now. So let me get back over here to the table, and we'll do that. We'll probably go for another half hour or so. I know it's getting late for a Monday night, but we started late already, but we've sold a lot already. Okay, so back up at the top, we had Eddie Murphy at 14, Joe Maynard's at 45. So we do have a bid on Janis Joplin. That's going twice, going 3 times. And let's do at least one buy it now best offer crate from new arrivals tonight. And yeah, we might do a random half off or something. We might do a random half off if I can find one. I think I've already been through most of that kind of stuff up here, but we'll find out. Okay, first we have U2, The Unforgettable Fire, $34.99. So these are new arrivals, but you know, if you want to make a fair offer on them, we'll see what's going on with them. Next is Van Morrison, A Sense of Wonder, VG plus $24.99. Holly in the Hills, Buddy Holly, that's a VG for $24.99. Stories is a VG for $9.99. Ted Nugent, Survival of the Fittest Live, VG plus $17.99. The Rolling Stones, Big Hits, High Tide and Green Grass, EX $29.99. ELO On the Third Day, VG plus $12.99. The Greatest, Ray Charles, VG plus $14.99. The Impressions, People Get Ready, VG plus $29.99. Miles Davis, this is Live Evil, VG plus $64.99. Ozark Mountain Daredevils, Keep the Faith, VG plus $14.99. And Madonna, Angel, 2-cut maxi single, VG plus $16.99. Vicki Allison gets the Eddie Murphy for $14. Janis Joplin is sold to Joe Maynard for $45. I'll get 2 more 45 auctions started right now, which is Salt and Pepper, and that is Get Up Everybody and Twist and Shout. That's going to be a $7 start. And the Fat Boys Wipe Out, and the Fat Boys is with the Beach Boys. So the Fat Boys Wipe Out with the Beach Boys, that's a $7 start. And Salt and Pepper is a $7 start. Those are now up for auction. All right, we have Ozark Mountain Daredevils for $10 for Todd Tipton. Go ahead and sell that to Todd for $10. And we're going to go ahead and sell ELO to Scotty Hipes for $10. So 10 and 10 on those, Todd Tipton and Scotty Hipes. Something New, The Beatles, that's EX $34.99. War, Galaxy, VG $14.99. Meet the Beatles is a VG plus $29.99. The Eagles' Greatest Hits, VG plus $24.99. We do have a $7 and now a $10 bid on the Fat Boys single. Moonshot, Buffy Santa Marie, $9.99. Blood, Sweat, and Tears is a VG plus $14.99. The No Nukes Concert, EX $32.99. Paul McCartney, Ram, VG $12.99. Ian wants the Beatles, which was Meet the Beatles, I'm pretty sure. If so, sell that to Ian. Well, there's 2. Ian, let me know if you want Something New or Meet the Beatles. You may want both of them. I'm going to keep them both right in here for right now. So, Ian, let me know on that. Jimi Hendrix Smash Hits is VG $14.99. The 5 Sat and Sing, that was a VG copy for $9.99. The Band, Rock of Ages, VG plus $29.99. Fat Boys is at $13. No bid yet on Salt and Pepper, which is a $7 opening bid. Let me show a couple more Rolling Stones magazines. These are new, haven't been shown yet. They're actually Rolling Stones magazines from Rolling Stone. This is Rolling Stone magazine. I know I'll get that, trying to clarify what this is exactly. This is a special collector's edition. Their 100 greatest songs. That is $9.99. Keith Richards, also on Rolling Stone magazine, The Ultimate Guide to His Music and Legend. That's $9.99. Another one, this is Keith All Down the Line. That one don't have an address label on it. That is $6.99. Another one, this is the Rolling Stones Back to the Blues, $6.99. Gold Mine Magazine, the Rolling Stones. That is $6.99. Gold Mine, the Rolling Stones Start Me Up Again, $6.99. And Gold Mine Modern Love, also, of course, a Rolling Stones cover. That's $6.99. So I have all these. If anybody's interested in a bundle deal, I showed 3 more earlier. For any Rolling Stones collectors, I can give you a bundle deal on all those. We just put them in brand new boards and bags, so we just sleeved them. Scott offered 10 for Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Let's go ahead and sell that to Scott for 10. And Ian said he wanted to Meet the Beatles. So sell that to Scott for 10. Sell that to Ian for sticker. Final call on Fat Boys for 13. Stephen Stills' Manassas was a VG copy for $9.99. The Genesis Wind and Weathering was a VG for $9.99. Bob Dylan, John Wesley Harding, EX $24.99. Dire Straits is VG minus $9.99. We have Joshua said 10 for Jimi. Jimi Hendrix 10. Sell that to Josh for $10. Price on the band. The band was a VG Plus for $29.99. Rock of Ages. We have what was the Hendrix album again? That was Smash Hits, which we just sold. Debbie put RS 100, which I think is the Rolling Stones 100th best songs, and Scott Jokumstaller wants Genesis. Now, technically, we can't sell that to Debbie yet because Brent asked to see those again. Brent, they're mostly Gold Mine and Rolling Stone magazines. They're all Rolling Stone covers. So we have Gold Mine. These are all Rolling Stones covers. Also Gold Mine. And then Rolling Stone magazine, 2016, 2015, 2015. There's the 100 greatest songs that Debbie wanted. Uncut, that's the only different one. That's Uncut, has a CD with it. Gold Mine and another Rolling Stones. Those are all available. And they range from $6.99 to $14.99. I think there's only one $14.99. Most of them are $6 and $9.99. Scott Jokumstaller wanted Genesis. I think I've already pulled that though, haven't I? Yes, I already have. Okay. We have Saturday Night Fever is EX for $17.99. And The Door is Absolutely Live. Top Seam is Split, EX $29.99. Fat Boys is sold for $13 to Sean Druin. Salt and Pepper is a buy it now. Actually, yeah, that's a buy it now if anybody wants it for $7. Brent says he'll take a bundle deal if we pull out one and give it to Debbie, which is their 100 greatest songs. So sell that to Debbie Blair. And then Brent, the other ones I will do, let me see here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So that's making the 7s 5, 35. We'll do that one for 8, which would make it 43. And we'll do that one for 10, which is $53. $53 on those. $53. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 8, 16. That's $21 off. He said 50 and sold. Sell those to Brent for $50. John Lill gets Saturday Night. No, he put S&P. Salt and Pepper. I want to put an R on there just naturally. That's sold to John for $7. Sean, it's already sold. This bin has Let Me Sing a Blue Song, Hank Williams, VG plus $24.99. And Todd Rundgren Runt is VG plus $14.99. Now, the only 45 that did not sell tonight, which I will now reduce from $6.99 to $4.99, is April Wine. This could be the right one. If anybody wants this for $4.99, VG Plus condition. That's April Wine. Runt is sold to Tawana for $11. Sell that to Tawana for $11. Eric Clapton, another ticket. That's a VG copy for $14.99. The Best of the Beau Brummels is EX $24.99. The Electric Flag, a long time coming, VG $9.99. Pernell Roberts, VG Plus $14.99. Pernell Roberts, VG Plus $14.99. John Lennon Mind Games is VG Plus $17.99. Rick Springfield, Hard to Hold, VG Plus $9.99. The Rescuers, Walt Disney production, The Story of the Rescuers, VG $14.99. Okay, let me run through a few more books as a recap, just to remind you of those, because I'm going to go ahead and stack them somewhere else. Etta James, Rage to Survive. These are prices marked. That's $14.99. Woodstock 94, 3 More Days of Peace and Music, $6.99. Rock Bottom, Dark Moments in Music Babylon. That's a hardback, $14.99. And then the Teddy Pendergrass, Truly Blessed Teddy Pendergrass, that is $9.99. Joe Hawkins wants the April Wine single. Tanner, that's $4.99. Also, Cynthia Herdren wants the Woodstock book. Sell that to Cynthia Herdren. The other books were Keith Richards, Life. Keith Richards is $14.99. Insights on Life and Love, Barry White. Barry White was $6.99. Also, we have Hip Hop America by Nelson George, $5.99. It does have a crease on the cover. The Lives of John Lennon, $19.99. The Autobiography of Quincy Jones, $9.99. And Thelonious Monk, that is $12.99. The Thelonious Monk Reader. And then the last two, which was the first two I showed, was A Century of Jazz, which I thought was really cool, $9.99. A Century of Jazz. Lots of cool information and pictures on that one. And Bluesland, Portraits of 12 Major American Blues Masters, $9.99. That's Bluesland. And Cynthia Herdren wants the jazz book. And Bluesland was a hardback for $9.99. I'm going to take these books and move them right over here before they take a tumble. I got some Jenga going on with them. Move these right over here. All right. Now, let me finish up the rest of this crate of Buy It Now Best Offer. We had Iron Butterfly Ball. That's a VG Plus $14.99. Tales from Topographic Oceans. Yes, VG Plus $19.99. We have the Moody Blues, A Question of Balance. VG Plus $14.99. Would you do 52 on the Miles Davis? Miles Davis, I will do $55 on that, Cynthia. $3 more and I'll sell it to you. Arthur Prosser said 10 on Iron Butterfly. Sell that to Arthur for $10. Bob Dylan, New Morning, VG Plus $24.99. Frank Zappa is Overnight Sensation, VG Plus $34.99. The Moody Blues, In Search of the Lost Chord, EX $17.99. And Mother Mania, The Best of the Mothers, VG $24.99. Cynthia said she would take Miles Davis for $55. And that's sold to Arthur for $10. One more call here. The Best of the Mothers, also the Moody Blues. Zappa, Bob Dylan, Moody Blues. Yes, The Rescuers, a Disney record. Rick Springfield, John Lennon, Pernell Roberts, The Electric Flag, Beau Brummels, Eric Clapton. Hank Williams, The Doors, Saturday Night Fever, The Band, Dire Straits, Bob Dylan, Manassas, The Five Satins, The Beatles, Paul McCartney. No Nukes, Buffy Santa Marie, The Eagles, War, Madonna, The Impressions, Ray Charles, The Stones, Ted Nugent, Stories, Buddy Holly, Van Morrison, and U2. Okay, let me set this one right back here. Now, let me see if I can find an on-sale bin, maybe to wrap up the night. Let's see if I can find an on-sale crate. There's got to be a good one around here somewhere. A nice on-sale crate. When were these marked? These were marked way too soon for that. Let me make sure. Well, I don't know. We might go ahead and just wipe some of these out in here. Let me see. Let me look at them one more time. Well, these I had already marked down. I remember looking all those up on Discogs, and I marked them down again. You know what? If we do this crate half off, Tanner, we're probably going to sell most of it, if not all of it. I'm going to pull a couple things out the auction, and then I think I'm going to let the rest go. There's going to be a couple steals, but if y'all stick with me and start grabbing some of these, it'll be a great way to end the night. So hopefully you're sticking with me and you grab a bunch of these. So let's do it. All righty here. Will you have the pre-order for Duran Duran Pop Trash? I'm just now seeing that from Jeff McIntosh. Let's see here. Okay. Hope everybody's awake. Half off. Hope everybody's awake. First is a Frank Zappa record. One size fits all. It's a VG copy for just $10 now. It's a VG copy for just $10. Jefferson Starship, Freedom at Point Zero. That's a VG Plus for $7.50. It has their hit song Jane on it. The Ghostbusters original motion picture soundtrack. That is half off now for $11. Ghostbusters, $11 now. Tegan and Sarah, Still Jealous. That is a 2012 Record Store Day red vinyl, now just $12.50. The Blues Brothers in shrink wrap, VG Plus, now just $10. And the official music of the 23rd Olympiad, Los Angeles, 1984, just $5 on that. Ryan Christie, first of the Ghostbusters soundtrack. Leslie second, Jack third, Cindy Jones first to Tegan and Sarah. Jason second, Leslie third. Craig Johnson wants the Blues Brothers, John Lill second, and Jack Hewitt third. We have Angela Lansbury as Mammy, and that is in shrink wrap with the Grammy sticker, just $5 on that. Sean Netzel, you were fourth on Tegan and Sarah. That still leaves the official Olympic music, Jefferson Starship, and Frank Zappa. These are all half off sticker. Blowout crate to end the night. There he is, JFK. That's where we visited in between shows on Friday and Sunday. Saturday we went back to Dealey Plaza. I had Seth witness the JFK Museum in Dealey Plaza. The JFK Memorial Album, that is $7.50. Cindy Jones wants Mammy. That's sold to Cindy Jones. Cynthia Herdron was second. Get the Knack. This is VG for $5. Get the Knack is a VG copy for $5. So JFK, the Knack. Frampton Comes Alive, a VG Plus, $10. Frampton Comes Alive, VG Plus, $10. Herman's Hermits, 15 Greatest Hits. That is $6.50. Herman's Hermits Greatest Hits. Andy Williams' Greatest Hits. That's an EX copy for $5. Village People, Macho Man. That's a VG copy for $5. Jetstream wants Peter Frampton. I'm telling you the half-off price, by the way. Liberace, a legendary performer. Picture disc. Liberace, $5. This will be an instant seller. Modest Mouse. We Were Dead Before the Ship Even Sank. Half off just makes that $17.50. Just $17.50. Cindy Jones on Village People. Tawana Bennett wants the Frank Zappa. We have Sean Fairweather on Modest Mouse. Ken Highstand on Liberace. Craig second on Modest Mouse. Jason third. W.V. Matthews fourth. Cindy Jones fifth. And Mike Spurio sixth. Joe Maynard seventh. I knew that one was going to be an instant seller at half off. Don't hear those words a lot. Modest Mouse, half off. Oswald's Boarding House, only 6 blocks from the 6th floor. I did not go to that. I almost went back to the Texas Theater, where, of course, Oswald went after killing Officer Tibbet. And guess what? That day, Ross Halfland was there with his new book, doing a book signing, and Metallica showed up. So if I would have went over there and visited the Texas Theater again, then we would have realized that Metallica was there for a book signing. So I missed out on that. So that's okay. Maybe Metallica will come again. Maybe to Nashville. I'm hoping Nashville. I'm hoping they'll add more dates and play at Nissan Stadium. Tubular Bells, Mike Oldfield, $7.50. Also the soundtrack to the movie The Exorcist. Buddy Holly, a rock and roll collection, just $10, no condition notes. Liberty, a musical celebration of freedom, $7.50. Me, The Residents, I Am a Resident, limited covers, $11. Jack Hewitt wants Tubular Bells. And Tanner, by the way, these are all half-off sticker. Dragnet, music from the motion picture soundtrack. Dragnet is $10. Crybaby, also Tegan and Sarah. That is on Neapolitan vinyl. This is very cool. It looks like Neapolitan, or as I called it as a kid, Napoleon ice cream, $12.50. I was getting my ice cream confused with my French war Mongols. I need a drink of water. Let me pause my mic right quick. I'm back. We sold Tubular Bells. John Lill wants Dragnet. Jason Forterat on Tegan and Sarah. And Jeff Master was second. All right. Now, Amsterdam 24. Is that a Metallica reference, or did I miss something in the bin? Sean Netzel, you were third to Tegan and Sarah. Ray Charles, A Message from the People. A German pressing, just $10 on Ray Charles. Yachts, SOS, $7.50. Olivia Rodrigo on magenta colored vinyl, $13.50. Bella Porch, Dolls. That is $10 after the half off. Tegan and Sarah, Love You to Death. This will be $12. It's on white and clear marbled vinyl. Tegan and Sarah, Jason Forterat on Olivia Rodrigo. John Lill was second. Cindy Jones third. Jason Forterat first on Tegan and Sarah. John Lill fourth on Olivia Rodrigo. And Jason Forterat second on Tegan and Sarah. Ringo Starr, Sealed, $15. By the way, we're in a half off bin. These are all half off the sticker price. The price I'm telling you is the half off price. Ringo Starr's $15. Pure X, Crawling Up the Stairs, Sealed, $7.50. Paramore, All We Know Is Falling on silver vinyl, $14 on Paramore. Zebrahead, The Early Years Revisited. Zebrahead is $8. Also, Billy Talent Hits. That's a music on vinyl, double LP, just $15. Double LP, just $15. Cardboard divider. Actually, we need that in the shipping department. Musical Chairs, Fall on Deaf Ears, just $7.50. 1982 with 45 Power Pop New Wave. Now the rest of these records were some that was in like a high-end bin, I think, and then I went ahead and like looked them back up on Discogs and heavily discounted them. And now they're going to be half off. So these should be really good deals on a lot of these. Back up to the top, Jason Forterat got X, which was Pure X. Cindy Jones was first to Paramore. Jason Forterat was second. Cynthia was third. John Lill fourth. Craig Ruth fifth. And Jeff McMaster wants Zebrahead. Jeff McMaster got Zebrahead. Jason Kenton on second on Zebrahead. Jeff McMaster first on Billy Talent. Jason Forterat first on Musical Chairs. Sean Netzel, you were second on Billy Talent. Cynthia was next on Musical Chairs, and Tommy Flowers was third or fourth. Darren Davis wants Starship from earlier in the crate. That's sold to Darren Davis. Half off. I still got another handful to show you. We have Arlo Guthrie. This is a white label promo. Now it's just $6. This was VG Plus, $11.99. Now it's just $6, and that $11.99 was like an updated price. How it's going to be for the rest of these. D. Watusi, Dark Party, Garage Rock, Beat Rock, $7.50. Elkland, Apart. This is now $3.50. It's from 2005. It's a 12-inch single. House Synth Pop, Indie Rock, $3.50. Jason Forterat wants D. I think this one right here. That's sold to Jason Forterat. Next is the Black Heart Procession and Soul Bakken. That is $7.50. Cynthia Herdren first on Elkland. Craig Thomas on Black Heart. Jeff McMaster next on Elkland. And Virgin Fugs. This is very hard to figure out. This is one of those that it's like you're looking them up on Discogs and you scratch your head and it takes forever to figure out which variant you have. I believe this is a 67 US. 67 US, that's now just $10. Okay, so these, the Jefferson Starship, I want to update for Tanner. The Jefferson Starship went to Darren Davis. Jason Forterat got the D. Watusi. Cynthia Herdren got the Elkland, and Craig Thomas got the Black Heart Procession. And Cindy Jones was second on Black Heart. And Brent Robley wants the Virgin Fugs. Next is John Mayall, Empty Rooms, just $10. No Condition Notes, John Mayall. Paul McCartney, No Condition Notes, his self-titled album, U.S. Press, $10 on McCartney. $10 on McCartney. Horselips, Happy to Meet You. This is now just $10. folk rock, 1973 Atco Presswell, just $10 on that one. Joseph Bagwell first on John Mayall. Debbie Blair second. Jetstream was third. Elvis is sealed, $25 after the half off. It's a sealed copy of Moody Blue with hop stickers. Sealed copy of Moody Blue with hop stickers. First to Horse Lips was Jeff McMaster. Brent Robley was second. This is $22.50, and that is Circa Survive, Blue Sky Noise, $22.50. Ken Highstand wants to Elvis. Half on that was $25. And this next is a Third Man Records, just $20 now. It was $39.99. Single releases from 2011. Single release from 2011. That's now just $20. Sean Fairweather got Circa Survive. Cynthia Herdron was second. Jeff McMaster was third. Craig Thomas on the Third Man Records. Brent Robley was second. Cynthia was third on Third Man Records. Jason was fourth. Wow. I usually a half-off bin like that gets pretty wiped out, right, Tanner? Tanner said, yeah, he's still over here tagging away. Let me show you what's left in there one more time. That was probably our last bin, but we'll find out. I'll make a decision in just a second. I do have a lot of stuff to get caught up on. When I miss 4 days here, I might as well miss a month. I haven't looked at emails. Of course, Tanner and Paul kind of look at messages now. Doug a little bit too, maybe Ed, but I haven't looked at messages in a while. It's even personal text, so I got a lot of work to do tonight as usual, but it's almost 11 o'clock. We're going to do this 6 more times, or we're going to do this 5 more times. Tonight counts 6. Let's go through these one more time. John Lill needs to put back Dragnet. So here's what's left in the half-off bin. The official music of the 23rd Olympiad, $5 on that. We have John Fitzgerald Kennedy Memorial Album, $7.50. Get the Knack was a VG copy for $5. Herman's Hermits, 15 Greatest Hits. That was $6.50. Andy Williams' Greatest Hits was $5, EX condition. Buddy Holly, A Rock and Roll Collection, $10. Liberty, A Musical Celebration of Freedom, $7.50. This was The Residents. This is a covers, from what I understand. I never really figured that one out, but it's $11. Leslie Holt says she'll take the Olympic record. Brent Robley on this one. Jetstream on Liberty. And if anybody wants John Lill's Dragnet, it was the Dragnet soundtrack. The half-off price, I believe, was $10. Ray Charles, A Message from the People, a German pressing for $10. Yachts SOS was $7.50. Bella Porch Dolls, that was $10. Ringo Starr was Sealed, does have a saw mark down here. Stop and Smell the Roses, $15. Arlo Guthrie, $6. And Paul McCartney, a great, The Lovely Linda, Every Night, Junk, Glasses, Man We Were Lonely, and of course, Maybe I'm Amazed. Scotty Hops gets the Sealed Ringo. Thank you, Scotty Hops. And McCartney was $10 if anybody's interested. All righty. All right, there's not much left, is there? I had a feeling we would wipe that crate out. Okay, we had a request for one more bin or something new. I'll go through a new bin. What new Madonna do you have? We don't have any new Madonna. I usually keep in stock the Immaculate Collection. The Immaculate Collection is like her greatest hits. I don't think I have those available though. I'll go through one more bin of new vinyl. And let me figure out which one to go through here on the table. Let's go through this one right here. I'll have to do a little bit of Tetris or something to get it up here up front, but we'll go through this. Rydell wanted it. He did. Bella. Rydell, you got that. Thank you. Okay. Let's see what we have in here. The Cramps. The Complete Show. Live at Santa Monica, California. August 15th, 1980. $36.99. The Cramps. Bob Marley and the Wailers. Rasta Revolution. on green and black splatter vinyl, $31.99 on Bob Marley. Black Label Society. Zakk Wylde, of course, is now playing with Pantera, and they opened for Metallica on night one, so I got to see Zakk Wylde. That was an experience. Pantera is very good live. Black Label Society's on purple vinyl, $39.99, 1919 Eternal. Prince, Come, that is $31.99. Come Get Wild, Peace, Prince. Feature is Let It Go and Dark. Raised by Rap, 50 Years of Hip Hop Music compilation, $44.99. That's a 2 LP. The Rolling Stones, Tattoo You, $34.99 on the Rolling Stones Tattoo You. OK Computer, Radiohead, $46.99. Cindy Jones wants Prince. That's so does Cindy Jones. So does Rydell Martin. Rydell only got one copy of that, I believe. But if you want me to order you one, I will put you on a waiting list. Rydell also wants a Raised by Rap 2 LP compilation. Great music on that. That's also sold to Rydell Martin. We have Ned's Atomic Dust Bin. Ned's Atomic Dust Bin. Not Dust Pan, Dust Bin. Are You Normal? Limited and numbered blue vinyl for Music on Vinyl, $39.99. Ice Age Picture Disc, $26.99. Kings of Leon Walls, $29.99 for Kings of Leon. Run DMC is $29.99. That's Tougher Than Leather. Run DMC. Rush 2112 is $64.99. 2112 Rush 200 gram 40th anniversary edition, $64.99. Ministry Twitch is $39.99. Hanoi Rocks, Two Steps from the Move, limited and numbered 2000 on red vinyl, $44.99. Bad Religion, Recipe for Hate, $29.99. Another Black Label Society, The Blessed Hell Ride, $31.99. Radiohead Amnesiac, $46.99. Radiohead Pablo Honey is $44.99. Reagan Youth, $29.99. I think this one's just called Volume 1 on silver vinyl, $29.99. Tormentor Blitzkrieg Demos, $31.99. LA Guns Renegades is on red vinyl, $28.99. LA Guns Collector's Edition number 1 on blue vinyl, $31.99. Neil Young Harvest Moon, $36.99. Tool Lateralis is $44.99. I've got 2 of those in stock. And Tool Fear Inoculum, $76.99. $76.99. So Tool. Neil Young, LA Guns, Tormentor, Reagan Youth, Radiohead, Black Label Society, Bad Religion, Hanoi Rocks, Ministry, Rush, also Run DMC, Kings of Leon, Ice Age, Ned's Atomic Dustbin, Radiohead, Rolling Stones, Raised by Rap, Black Label Society, Bob Marley, and The Cramps. Joshua wants Black Label Society. I'm assuming you want Blessed Hell Ride, but also let me know if you want 1919 Eternal, or you can have both of them. Now I can always count. If Josh asked for me to go through, he said yes on Blessed Hell Ride. If he asked me to go through a bin of new vinyl, he's going to buy at least something. And Cindy Jones wants a Radiohead OK Computer. He's going to buy something out of there. So that's why I always go through the new vinyl bins he requests at least once. He's going to buy something. Can I see the Disney Cinderella? Sure. This is the newest release from these UK imports of Disney albums. So it's not a picture disc. It's really a high quality cut. It's on polished marbled vinyl. I'm not for sure exactly what that looks like, but polished marble. Maybe this right here, maybe like a blue and white looking color. It's $59.99. And that's UK import. Made in the Czech Republic, a UK import. The Bob Marley is called Rasta Revolution. It's on green and black splatter vinyl, $31.99. All right, we'll be right back doing this again tonight. I've got to get caught up with some stuff, but I think we're going to start pricing new stuff as soon as tonight. And at least I am. I've got a stack of Japanese stuff here. Really, really good stuff we didn't get to. I'll go ahead and give you a teaser because these will be available tomorrow night. Kiss Killers, Wasp, Rat Out of the Cellar, Rat Invasion of Your Privacy, Kiss Alive with the Obi, and Asia Alpha. That's some Japanese stuff we didn't get to on those. All right. Next is, let's see, Songs from Cinderella, and that is sold to Leslie Holt. She said, yes, thanks. I believe so. Thanks to everybody else. Debbie, your Jim Croce CD's behind the counter. we'll add it to one of your invoices. I haven't found my CD drive yet. They don't make laptops anymore with CD drives, and I've lost my eternal disk drive. So I've got to find that so I can make a copy of that or put it in my iTunes. So, but yes, it's yours. I'm not keeping it, but I've got to find my disk drive. It's around here somewhere, or I just got to buy another one, I guess. All right, thanks everybody again. I'm going to go eat some supper and get to work. So thanks, and I'll see y'all tomorrow night at 7 o'clock.